Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you could all be here. Come on in, come on in. Going to snooze that ad because we don't want ads playing as soon as we start the stream. Kind of weird they would do that. They're like, you've been streaming for 5 minutes. Let's play an ad. No, absolutely not. Eduardo, welcome. Glad you're here. Come on in, come on in. What are those? Those golf balls? When you... I don't know what those are. They're just coming in as something. You might have to say what those are. They kind of look like golf balls. I don't know. They're salutes. Oh. Well, they seem to be coming in as... I don't know. They're emojis. Am I just missing something? I feel like I'm missing something, and I apologize. Oh, they're working on the phone? I don't know. They're coming in looking really weird for me. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, well, glad you could be here. Thank you. Autumn__, welcome. Glad you are here. Let's move this out of the way. I don't need that right there. Well, welcome everyone. First and foremost, I am so glad that, we had a pretty great stream on Sunday, and I would just like to apologize for how not great it was. I felt I was not a very good host. So, tonight is going to be much better. Much better. My eyes are feeling great. My allergies are not as bad as they were on Sunday, so hopefully it should be much better. Popping in here today since I got a test tomorrow and need to study. Fair. Well. Hopefully the studying goes well. Hopefully the test goes well as well. Eduardo says the sound is higher than your voice. Wait, what? Really? Hello? Check. Can you hear me? Hello? Is this better? All right, welcome everyone. Glad you could be here. Sounds good to me. Now there's none. Wait, can people hear me? Are we good? Maybe? Thursday is my last day before the summer, so from then on, I should be here more often. Totally understandable. No, it's especially if it is like the very end for you. I know that can be like an absolutely crazy time, so no worries at all. I hear you, yes. We can hear you. Okay, all right. Whew. Just making sure. All right, well. Yeah, so Sunday we were working on some fun stuff here with Spellbook, and I don't know why, but towards the end of the night my brain could just not wrap my head. My brain could not function. I could not wrap my head around what I was doing. Sorry about that. And yeah, so we had to end a little bit early because my brain was just completely shot. Update us about what happened. Wait, what happened? Me? Update you about what happened on Sunday? Oh, like what happened on the stream. Well. Yes, so now I'm trying to remember everything we even did. I mean, we were just working more on the book, trying to get the second page in. That's right, that's what we were doing. We're trying to get the second page in. So if we come over here to the Mages Guild and we go to the spell book, you can see we've got page 1 here, which is fantastic. We got these buttons in here, so you can hover over them, and when you click them, it'll switch the pages. And we got that working, so you can switch the actual different pages. Now, the thing we were trying to get actually working was making it so you can discover the spells. So I think we got a couple of them, right? So if I throw this one in here... Never mind. I thought that was working. I thought that was, but apparently not. I don't know what the frick is up with my case fans sometimes. They're just horrible. Let's see here. Cameron says, hello, fools. Welcome, Cameron. Glad you could be here. Glad you're way better now. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, allergies are the absolute worst thing in the world. I try not to take like pills for things very often because I'm just like, I don't want my body to get used to like taking things like ibuprofen. I try to avoid taking it as much as possible, like when I have headaches and pains. Same thing with allergies. I'm like, I don't want to just live on allergy meds, but it also is just the absolute worst. So if you have to take allergy medication, don't be afraid to, because life just is absolutely horrible without it. Consider it this way, Moon Man. I'm a well-adjusted individual who knows how to prioritize myself and These are qualities you want in a mod. That is true. That's true. I do want you to make sure that I don't want you to ever feel like if you have to step away from for something, don't ever feel like you have to be here. We absolutely love having you here, but I understand life comes first. You got things to do. Totally understandable. But any amount of time you can be here, I appreciate it. I'm one off from the nice number of mana. Ooh, you mean kind of like this episode number? I know over on Twitch you can't really see it, but this is technically episode 69. Nice. And yeah, it's very nice. So anyway, it's exciting times. Welcome to episode 69 of the Tower of Vercilias dev streams. All right, what the frick's... Ow! All right, we're good. Stuck my hand in the fan and that hurt. Let's see here. Yes, Cameron. Hello, friend. Welcome, welcome. I know there very much are. We need necro, triple ouchie. It's true, we do. I had to take an injection every week for 3 years to get my allergies to calm down. That is horrible. I am so sorry. Well, are they better now? I hope so. I really hope so. Tomorrow, I will need to prime the pump. I don't know what you mean by that, but I believe in you. Okay, yes. So this is what we were working on last time. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a minute. I thought we got this working last time. Let me check this really quick. Okay, so over here, naming spells, turns on spell slot E, turns on spell slot EP, PG, PH, PN, PP, PPP, PPG, PPH, PPN. Okay, all right. Fair, fair. Or it could be called deathly allergies. It's true. The hay fever itself has calmed down, but I'm still allergic to most fruits. Ooh. Yeah, that's really not good. I am so very sorry. I don't think I have any allergies to foods. My wife, though, is allergic to... What the freak is that fruit? Kiwis. Yeah, which sucks for her because she absolutely loves kiwis. Like, so much so to the point, like, if I have a kiwi, she won't kiss me just to be safe. Yeah, not great at all. So, that does suck. But I'm glad the hay fever is calm. That is good. Also, yes, PP. I need to resub to you. Using Prime. Okay, that makes more sense. I get what you're meaning. Oh, wait, let me check something really quick. Okay, good. I took it down. I am currently in the works, trying to get it working. For anyone, if anyone remembers that whole little mini boss thing that I'm working on for the stream, yeah, I was working on some stuff on Twitch, and then I had to hide it because it's not quite done. So I just wanted to make sure that it was actually gone. Because, yeah. I didn't want people redeeming channel points for a thing that doesn't actually do anything yet. So, should I read or write or art while listening to Moonwood? That is a great question. Here we go. All right, y'all ready for this? And by y'all, I mostly just mean you, Cameron. Here we go. We're gonna do a random number between 1 and 3. So, yeah, 1 is read, 2 is write, and 3 is art. Ready? Here we go. Well, there we go. Art. The computer has spoken. You should do art while listening to me. Allergic to apples, kiwis, cherries, carrots, pears, nuts, tangerine, beans, paprika. I think that's it, but I must be missing some more. That is a long enough list in itself. Holy crap. Jeez. That is terrible. Especially the pears. Oh, love pears. I cannot even begin to imagine being allergic to that. That sucks. Now, are you like deathly allergic to these? Or it's like life is going to be very uncomfortable for a while if you eat any of them? Guardo says, hell yes. Cameron says, oh, I managed to guess. Okay, I guess. Oh, well, there we go. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying. Just saying. I sometimes take the hit and just eat them. Yeah. My dad, he was allergic to watermelon. He wasn't deathly allergic. He would just lose his voice. I don't know why. But yeah, if he ever ate any watermelon, he would lose his voice for a couple hours. So he would avoid it because, you know, he had 10 kids that he needed to corral. And so you can't really corral 10 kids with no voice. And so he would avoid eating watermelon at all costs. I'm pretty sure there was only one time I ever saw him eat watermelon. It's kind of weird to like not have him be talking at all for a couple hours. Yeah. Not fun. It's gonna make me uncomfortable for 2 days or so. Okay, I would say that's not worth it then. What about like artificial flavorings? Like, could you have artificially flavored pears and kiwis and things like that? Like if you were to eat like little candies? Maybe. Loki says, evening Loki. Glad you're here. How's your Excel project going? Make sure to eat and drink some. Absolutely. Allergies? Never heard of them. Yeah, they're an anomaly, a mystery. Wait, 10 kids? Yeah. My I am one of 10, so I am the third oldest of 10 kids. Yeah. There's a little Moon Man lore for you. I have 9 other siblings. It's a good time. 9 more siblings to share toys with. Exactly. Well, and luckily, since I was the third oldest, I still got like relatively-ish not old stuff. I mean, it was still used stuff. Like we never got anything new. Not even my oldest brother got new stuff. But it was much worse by the time it got all the way down to the youngest child, as far as like clothes, toys, all that fun stuff. So you know, your father literally got the balls. He really did. It's I don't know how. I could never. Not in a million years. Nuh-uh. When I was younger, I maybe thought I would have I was like maybe like 5 kids, maybe. And then I got to my 20s and I'm like maybe 4. And then my wife and I started dating and we're like, yeah, 3 kids. And now we have our daughter, which I absolutely love her to death. But we're kind of like maybe 2. Kids are a lot of work. So yeah. The Excel video is done. I need to do one for LibreOffice, then I will put them out. Nice. I like it. Well, I'm excited for it. Anyway, cool. Well, we're gonna get started now, but yeah, there's some fun Moon Man lore for you. Lots of siblings, for better or worse, growing up. All right. So, let's see here. So last time we were working on all this stuff. So here we've got the spell names too. Whoop.
Cameron Reap 2 says, fun fact, iOS 26 looks so good. Recommend testing it on a secondary device if you have one. Also, I'm a blended kid, 3 family. My sisters are Jessie and Jessica, Lacey, Amanda, and Brittany. My brother's name is John.
I like it. Very nice. That's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, it's always a good time. But about iOS 26, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Well, I mean, okay. For me personally, I have a Samsung. That's what I use. But I don't know. I don't know. So here's my thing, right? So I was watching highlights of it today, actually, really quick, and then we're gonna get into actual game dev. So I was watching highlights of it today, and you know, they were showing the whole like glass UI thing, which I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I do like that. It's it is clean, kind of hard to see some things, but let me just pull this up. Windows Arrow. I don't know. I feel like Microsoft did that already. You know, the whole glass UI thing where everything's transparent and blurry and you can see through it and it's all glassy looking. Not to say that I did not like Windows Arrow. You know, I thought it looked really good. But I feel like it's been done at least one other time. So I don't know. There are some other really cool features though of iOS iOS 26 that I'm like, you know what? Fair. Those are some pretty cool things. But yeah, so the Vision Pro though. So did you ever get to try the Vision Pro? I did get to try it like for maybe like an hour or so. It was really cool. I did enjoy it. I would never spend $2,000 on a VR headset. I mean, I've got somewhere around here, I have an Oculus Quest, and I do love that thing. But yeah, that one was like $300. So I don't think I would ever spend $2,000 on a wireless headset. Maybe if they ever brought the price down, I would give it another try. But I don't know. Like for the 1 hour that I tried it, I was like, eh. And I didn't even have buyer's remorse because I was just trying it. So I was like, it's not mine. It's not my money. Let's see here. Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. What else have I missed? Three rolls of toilet paper a day. Yes. That basically was it. Yeah. No. So it's crazy to me. So like, because right now, there's, you know, with my wife, me, and our daughter, our daughter drinks so much milk. Like she usually drinks like 3 to 4 cups a day. We usually buy about 1 gallon of milk every week, and we're fine. That's good for like cooking, meals, anything and everything we would need. My mom, growing up, would buy about 4 gallons a week, and even then we would usually run out. So, you know. If everything says Kevin, but your legal name is Moonman. That is true. It's Moonman Handsome. That is my full name. My full legal name is Moonman Handsome. My nickname, my preferred name is Kevin. I'm gonna eat some hummus. Ooh, I do like me some hummus. Glass looks so neat. Look at Gen Chat. The glass does look really cool. I will give it that. And they do have some really cool things that they've done with it to like make it look even more like glass, more than, you know, Windows Vista could have done back in the day. But it is really cool. Levandroids, one of my widgets, has Arrow. Arrow is really cool. I personally felt that Microsoft they were kind of ahead of their time back then. Obviously, so many computers could not run Arrow because they just didn't have hardware acceleration. And yeah, so a lot of people thought their computers were just garbage because they're like, it doesn't run well. And it's like, well, that's because Microsoft maybe bit off a little bit more than they could chew when they released Arrow. Let's see. That's what liquid glass is trying to emulate. Oh, that's the other thing. With the Vision Pro, I do really like that you can pin different things and it actually remembers their location. That, I will say, is really cool. The fact that you could pin pictures, a TV, clocks, all sorts of different things around your house, like decorations and all that fun stuff, and then be able to like take it off, do whatever, come back, put it back on, and just everything you had is there again. That is a really cool way to go about it. That is something I can get behind. Not for $2,000, but I could get behind it. It was really hard to focus with ADHD. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I have ADHD. Anyway, speaking of focusing, let's focus. Let's get back into this and let's give this a shot. Okay, cool. So last time, like I was saying, we were working on all of this. So we've got spell slot G. So that is 96. Cool. Okay, yeah. So we got G, GP, GG, GH, GN. Oh, that's what it was. I was trying to figure out because I was like, what the crap is happening here? Okay, so basically we need to have every combination in here, which there should be 15 combinations in here. 15 combinations in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there should be no overlaps though. So we've got G, GP, GG, GH, GN. That is fine there. Now let's just make sure. We've got GPP, GPG, GPH, GPN, GGG, GGH, GGN, GHH, GHN. Okay, yeah, and then GNN. Cool. Yes, exactly what we need. My eyes are all over the place. Mine too. All right, I'm gonna head off now. See you Thursday. Autumn__. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Good luck with your studying. Good luck with everything else. And yeah, we'll see you Thursday. All right. Let's get back to this. Let's see if we can figure this thing out. So, yes. So we've got G. Oh, that's right. That's how we were figuring it. So let me pull up Notepad really quick. I'm kind of remembering where we stopped last time and where we need to pick up. So yeah, right here. So we've got all the combinations. So G, GP, GG, GH, GN, GP, GPP, GPG. Woo. Everything says. Also, I was looking through Steam Next Fest and got recommended the Rackamon demo or whatever it's called. So cool to know the dev has been in chat. That's true. It's very cool. I love seeing all the updates on X. Every time I get on there and I see another update or like something about the game, I'm just like, it's good times. Oh, there's a lot of games that are getting into Next Fest. It's crazy. The Aqua macOS buttons are my favorite. I don't know if I know those. Aqua macOS button. Oh. Okay, so from like macOS, like OS X? Is that what this is from? Yeah, OS X. Yeah, the Aqua did look really clean. I did like Aqua. Yeah, they did a good job with that one. Off to bed I go. See you soon. Oh my god. Off to bed I go soon. Take care, everyone. Eduardo, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully we will see you again on the Thursday stream. But until then, take care and good luck. All right, so we got so GPG. I actually think going off of the combos is not quite right. Okay. All right. So 1 is P, 2 is G, 3 is H, 4 is N. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. That's how I'm gonna keep this straight. So let's come over here. Let's pull this up. So if we're looking at 200, so that would be G, nothing. So it would just be G. Fair enough. For this, we're looking at G, P, nothing. Or okay. No, that would make sense. Okay, yeah. So we are G, nothing, 1, which is GP, G, nothing, G, G, nothing, H, G, nothing, N. This is GP, nothing, so GP, GPP, GPG, GPH, GPN, GG. Okay, and then this is GGP. Yeah, GGP. But there is no GGP. Was that the problem? Okay, that was the problem we were having last time. Wait, no, there is. This is GPG. So GGP is basically GPG. Yes. Okay. Whew. That was the hurdle that I could just not get over last time. So this is GGE. Okay, so this is GGP. This would be GGG. GGH. GGN. Then 3. So this would be GH. Okay, so you are GH. H. Are GH. This would be GHP. So GHP. GHP. This would be GHG. GHG. GHG.
Headshot.
Oh no.
Axel_Benedict just redeemed stream.
Oh no. I'm gonna stretch as soon as I finish this. I am like in here. I promise. Let's see. Okay, so G. Okay, so we've got GHG. Yes. And then GHH. 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 This would be GHN. 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 Okay, then this would be GN. GN. This would be GNP. GPN, so GNP. This would be GNG. GGN. GNG. This would be GNH. GHN. GNH. This would be... Oh. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. GNN. GNN. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, the thing that I just realized why I said, oh no, we're going to talk about this after we do some stretching, because Axel's here, and we're stretching. Everybody ready? Here we go. Let's go this way. Oh, I should have started out with this. Oh, should we start the streams with some stretches? I feel like that'd be a good way to go. Oh, that was a good one. Whew. Well, thank you, Axel. I appreciate that. Now, let's let it be only once, please. Thanks. You have just under half the viewers of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Well, there we go. Not bad. It's not bad at all. DM one stretch per stream. I don't think it's one stretch per stream. I think there's just like a 5-minute cooldown now. Stretch. Wait, what? All rewards have been claimed this stream. All right, there we go. All right, I gotta go fix that. So my wife jumped in and she paused them last stream, so on Sunday. And I thought that it was just like unpause by itself, which apparently it does not. So I had to go in and unpause it. And then I was going to add just a cooldown. Apparently, oh, yeah. Limit 0. Actually, what if I just gave it? There we go. Okay. Redemption cooldown, 5 minutes. That way, as much fun as it was, I don't want too many stretches. Okay. Save. There we go. Come back over here to Stream Manager. Here we go. And if we do stretch. Okay. Cooldown, 1 minute. There we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. I've been here. I'm just night raiding. Oh, that's fair. That is fair. No worries at all. No worries. I'm glad you're here, Axel. They are not, in fact, playing Pokemon. What? Twitch Plays Pokemon is not, in fact, playing Pokemon? What are they playing? What on earth could they possibly be playing if they're not playing Pokemon? Let's go back to Twitch. To search for Twitch Plays Pokemon live. What? What? You can't have a name of Twitch Plays Pokemon and not be playing Pokemon. What the freak is this? Twitch Plays with a Switch 2. Enter buttons via chat. Oh, just everyone else is playing it. Oh, okay, all right. Still, you can't. Oh well. Still kind of fun. So fun fact, actually, I'm looking into Xenoblade. It must be said on the Switch too. Okay, that's fair. It's fair. So I'm looking into how to get the whole mini boss thing working, so that people on Twitch with channel points, the mana, can actually be casting spells to, like, kill monsters on the screen. It'll probably be like down here in the corner or something like that, kind of like we had talked about before. And I was looking in how to get Twitch integrations working. Loki, first of all, I must say, the fact that you got Twitch integrations working for your pet project, your VPet project, holy crap. I salute you 1,000%, even more so now than I had before. Like, the fact you got it working before, I was like, that is incredible. Now that I've been trying to get it working, That thing is a nightmare. Or maybe I'm just stupid. But anyway, so I'm trying to get it working. And yeah, so I have thought about maybe, I can't make any promises, but maybe making it so that I could make it so you could play the Tomb of Vercilias through Twitch commands. It's like just typing in chat and being like up, down, left, right, draw, attack, or draw, stand, all that fun stuff. So maybe we'd have everyone try and play Blackjack together. Be a lot of work, but I don't know, maybe. Twitch plays Tomb of Verc, exactly. Could be a good time. Okay, back to what we were doing. If you remember, I said, "Ah, crap." Now, the reason why it was "ah, crap" is because, as you can see here, well, maybe you can see here. If you can see large enough here, I've also been thinking about redoing the UI again and just making the window stretched more so you can see better what's on the screen. Maybe, I don't know. But if you can see, this is currently referencing a different variable called spell 2-3 type. And then we got spell 2-3 type, so on and so forth. Then we got spell 2-2 type, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. We got 2-2. And now this is where we need to actually start changing it because it needs to be different. So, let's see. Yeah, so spell 2-2 is 357. Come over here. We need to find 357. So this is spell 2-3. 2-3. 2-3. 2-3. 2-3. And -3. Got 2-2, 3, 3. This is the fun part. 2-3, 2-3, and 2-3. Last but not least, we've got 2-2, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, and 2-3. Okay. Now, I think, if we come in here, see what happens. Mage's Guild, spellbook. Ooh.
You can pick 6 numbers.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, I have been forgetting the numbers. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 96. Those are my guesses. 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, and 96. Let's see what happens. All right, so over here, if we pull up the spell book, come over here to this page. Well, that we need to change anyway, but that was one that I already know that we need to change. Axel says, nope. Dang it. Oh well, close enough. Well, not really close enough, but... Okay, so then if we put this here, still nothing. Oh man, I know. Sad. Nick says, hi! Welcome, Nick. Glad you're here. Come on in, sit on down. How's your week going so far? Nick of Chemistry. Well met. Well met, travel. Come, sit by the fire. Warm yourself. Okay, well that's a problem too. Why can I not? Why can I not? Can I do this? Ugh. Okay, well that's a problem. There's more than I thought. Okay, well I thought this one would be good, but I guess not. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. So if we come over here, come in here to the common events, come in here to spellbook, question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, wait. Never mind. I don't know what the problem is. So I have it right here. This should all be actually revealing things. So if spellbook page... number is equal to 2. What if we flash the screen? Flash screen, green, or 15 frames? Maybe. Cameron says, you should gift X number of subs where X is the number of guesses. There we go. So the amount of times it takes me to guess is how many gifted subs you need to give, Axel. I think this is a great idea. When I guess it. Exactly, yeah. So let's just, say, just throw out a random number. Like, if I were to guess 99 times. That'd be so much money. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'd be pricey. Would be pricey. All right. Actually, now I wonder. I don't know where it is. Never mind. I don't wonder anymore. All right, spellbook. And if we come over here, flash is green. We do this. Flash is green. So it is processing what's on there. So do I just not have this correct? So 81 down to 95. 96. 97. What is 96? Variable 96. Game switches. Okay, all right. So game switch 96. Spell slot G. We're gonna say spell slot 96 is equal to false. Then show picture 61. Spell cover 1. Else erase the picture. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, okay. Okay. So in here. Spell 2-1 type is equal to 2. Is it? 356. Spell 2-1 is equal to 2. Okay. Now you should guess tonight or Thursday would save Axel 35%. That's true. That's true. If anyone wants to gift some subs, they are on sale. Moodwood still doing Spellbook. That's who's Moodwood? Moonman's evil twin. So Moodwood was my accidental spelling of my Twitch channel when I first started. Yeah. When I created my channel, I accidentally spelled it Moodwood instead of Moonwood. And so I was Moodwood for a month when I first started. Because you have to wait 30 days to switch your name once you said it. Yeah. Sounds cozy, I know. Like good old Moodwood. Good old Moody Woody. Yeah, so there's some backstory for you. Oh, Nick. I'm glad that you remember that. Okay. Okay, so what? Zach says, LOL 69. I know. It's a great episode. I'm waiting that out now. 1 week and 1 day till I shed the 2. There you go. Mood is in mood as in cow mood. Exactly. That good old cow mood. I tried looking for Moodwood on YouTube when I first started watching and couldn't find you. Yeah, it was a very confusing time because on YouTube I was Moonwood, and then I made the made a mistake on Twitch and did Moodwood. Yeah, dark times. Anyway, welcome, Zach. Glad you're here. Glad you could be here. Yeah, just trying to figure out what we're missing. Jonah says, oh, I'm going to suggest a sound in a bit. Well, I will try and find time to add one. I feel like there was another sound that, it might have actually been you, Jonas, that you requested. And I think I gave like a thumbs up, but I technically haven't added it yet. We're going to. We're going to, though. It's going to happen. Loki says, it was in the before times. Exactly. It was long before. Way back when. Those were good times. Good times way back when. Okay. So it is set to turn on all of these switches, which it should be doing. So what if we do GP? So this would be 2, 0, 1. We're going to flash the screen here. Flash the screen. Red. See what happens. Come over here to the Mages Guild. Spellbook. Over here. Put this in here. So it's not actually going in there. Okay. Well, that's awkward. Why is that not the case? Come down here. So this is if 358. Excuse me. 358 is 2-3. Apparently it's 0. Oh, wait. Rename spells. Dice move. Spellbook. We got the bag slots. 5-3. Adding dice to spellbook. Fire slot 1-1. Picked up. Fire 1-2. Fire slot 1-3. Okay. I think I might know what the potential problem is. Geo slots. Necro slots. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's the problem. So the way it says now that we're doing it on an entire spell is on one page and you have to flip the page, but the dice are in the exact same location. Okay, all right. So yeah, so what we need to do, so we got fire slot 1-3, so we need to come over here to geo slot, basically grab from here, and I think everything down we can just get rid of. We got geo slot 2-2, 2-3, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. Oh, but then we've got all this whole find empty slot thing. Move to first open slot. And we've got all this stuff. Okay. Okay, so here's what we need to do then. This is... Woo. Moving dice in RPG Maker is an absolute blast. Highly recommended. The best. The good old days. Jonah says, I have not requested sounds, I think. Oh. Well, and someone else requested one, and I have not added it yet. That was the bread one. Bread. Oh, that's right. Bread. Can someone keep a lore book? We probably should.
Dominating.
What? We are dominating. We're dominating in here, especially now that Jesse's here. Here, but muted for now. I hope everyone is well. Jesse, glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Unless, of course, you're mute, then I'm going to say welcome. With a heart. Because we love you. But you can't hear that because you're muted. All right, here we go. So yeah, so we need to get you. We need to cut you. Move down here. Paste you. Then scroll back up here. And then from Geo slot. Yes. So then from Geo slot down to you. Need to delete you. Delete. Then down over here, we need to grab from you down to you. Cut. Come up over here to the else handler. Put you in there. Holy smokes. Okay. There we go. Now that is done, we got some more stuff to do. Everybody hide. The regulars have gathered. True, they're here. Ivory's clip from Sunday has already hit 7 views. Which one was that? I feel like there were quite a few clips on Sunday, for better or worse. Channel. Ooh. Videos. Videos? I can't remember. Is it edit videos? Broadcasting. Oh no, it's expiring. Clips. There we go. Trying to have a serious stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one. That one. That was good. Trying to have a serious stream. Yeah. Freaking duck comes up in here. That was funny. That was fun. I don't have submitted sound. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna get that added. It's gonna be here on the Thursday stream. Great sound. Now I'm nervous, and now I feel like I need to go see what all the hubbub is about. See what all the hullabaloo is about. What do we got going on here? Stream sound suggestions. Oh no. Oh yeah. Brett is the one. I added the thumbs up. Oh no. I added those. And then I need to actually add it. I mean, I obviously have to press play. I don't know if I want to press play. I feel like I have to. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Maybe. Oh, fair inkling. I always love the twerking chickens. Or ducks. What were they again? Are they ducks? I guess we'll never know. They look like ducks. We're gonna go with ducks. Still maintain, we need a break from Tower of Vercilias and do a stream building stream. We could. Glaceon in that thumbnail sums up your reaction. That is 100% my reaction right there. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. All right, so here we go. Come back over here. Ducks. That's what I figured. Or was that autocorrect and you were trying to say something else? We're gonna go with ducks. I think you meant ducks. Okay. Slot 5-3. Here we go. Okay. But here's what we need to do. So we're going to use all of the same stuff, but we need to change it based on which spell page you're on. Okay. This could be fun. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? We're gonna say spell slot 1-1. Because it's not just fire, it's for all 4 spells. Okay, so this first conditional branch is just saying, are you within those confines? Like, are you actually hovering over the spot where the dice should go? And then this is saying, is 341 equal to 0? Or is variable 18 equal to 341? So is the dice you've picked up equal to what is in the slot? And is the dice value you've picked up equal to the dice value in that slot? Okay. And then last but not least, is the value in the slot greater than or equal to 0? And is it less than 20? If it's 20, you can't put it down. You can't go past that. Ouch. No. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be all right. It may be a rare sound. But I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Next Tuesday will mark 4 weeks since following. Hey, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun, Cameron. Well, I appreciate you still being here. And look at that. Look at that. Your little guy is right there. Bad. Not bad at all. Okay. And also, Loki has the most badges. I mean, to be fair, Loki has been here for a very long time. Very long time. Oh my gosh, do you know what I just noticed?
Chemistrinic just redeemed Stretch.
I'm gonna leave you on that cliffhanger as we stretch. Here we go. We're starting this way. Oh, and then we're going this way. Oh, and now for the good old classic. Going backward. Oh, my back needed that one. He has 7 event badges. Oh, smokes. Loki, you've been busy. I did just realize, though, for anyone that remembers Robbie, who we thought maybe had been like banned or something like that, because suddenly all the gifted subs that Robbie had given, the bits that Robbie had given, the name was just like blank. It was very, very bizarre. But I just noticed Robbie's name is back. What the freak did I just do? What did I do? I don't know what I just did. Hold up. Hold everything. I don't know how I added this panel over here, and I don't know how to get variant event. Edit layout. For you. That was close. Okay. All right. Save. Freaking Unk over here, not sure how to edit my Twitch layout. Okay, so for anyone who is wondering, Robbie's back. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Robbie or why he was gone. But Axel, you now have the top bit spot. You have now beat out Robbie. I'm sure this was a little bit ago because you're like what, 300-ish bits ahead. So it was a little bit ago. But you did indeed pass Robbie. So anyway, there's an exciting thing to mention. Oh, Loki still has the top clip though. Nick says, "Hi me." Hello, Nick. How many do you have? I only need to cheer 5 to make 4th. That's true. That's true. You could take 4th with just 5 bits. That is yours for the taking. Could be yours. Yeah, Nick, wait, what are you talking about, Nick? What do you mean you? I don't money? No, do not feel like you have to give money. I thought you were joking, and so I was going along with the joke. Yeah, do not ever feel like you have to give money, you have to give bits or subs or anything like that. No, you're good. You are good. I vibe, and I'm glad you vibe. I'm glad you're here to vibe. Okay. I saw myself in the stream. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Glad you saw yourself. All right. So, trying to figure out how we're going to do this the best. Cleanest. Why isn't me responding? I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. Sometimes me just does not respond. That's just how life goes. Well, balls. So that's gonna make so this one can stay the same, but this condition here, I'm gonna change a lot of this stuff. 341 is equal to 0. We have the spellbook numbers to go off of, so that's a variable that we could use. So it's either equal to 1, 2, 3, or 4. And variable 341. Variable 341 is spell 1-1. Okay. Me.exe has stopped responding. Would you like to close it? Yes. Let's close it, reopen it, see what happens. See if it'll start working again. You have to ask yourself. Okay, so if we were to do that, we were to say, going off of the spell book, page number, we've got spell book, so we've got spell 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. So we would need to be accessing 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Okay, all right. I mean, we could. So we've got 18. Variable 18, though, I think can stay static. Yeah, dice picked up. Okay. Is equal to 341. That would need to be changed. That would need to be dynamic as well. And variable 20, which I believe is static. Yet, dice type picked up, is equal to 350. What is 353? 353 is spell type 1-1. So again, we would need to do 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, so on and so forth. So if we were to do the spell book page number, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 times. No. 341. Let's see if I can get this worked out in my head. The 341 is 1-1. We need to be checking this variable and or this one. It'd be 1, 2, 3. All right, let me make sure that I'm doing this correctly in my head. So if we had 341, nope. So let's just say you're on spell book page number 2. So you would say like 2. That would be the dynamic. I'm afraid that process has orphaned itself. Almost have enough for another fun fact. Ooh, getting close. We're almost there. It either needs to be 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, or 12. Okay, all right. So it'd basically be 3 times 1 would be 3. Yeah, and then 3 times 2 would be 6. Okay, so it'd be 341 plus 3 times that variable. Okay. But it wouldn't be 341. 341 would become 1, 2, 3, 338. Okay. So essentially what we would say is 338. So if game variables, and then in here we need to say game variables dot value. So if game variables dot value equals game variables dot value 338 plus and in another parentheses game variables dot value whatever the page number is times 3. Okay, let's go find the page number, which I believe page number is after the room numbers. Spellbook page number 524. Okay, 524. Okay, so that would be basically we're saying if game variables dot value, and then this whole within these parentheses is defining that value. Everything from there to crap. Oh, I hate this box sometimes. There to there. Yeah. Of game variables dot value 338 plus game variables dot value 524 times 3. That should be 341. If you're on page 2, that should be 334, 337, so on and so forth. As long as you are equal to 0. So if you are blank, or game variables.18 is equal to, we should be able to essentially copy this whole thing here. 338 plus 524 times 3. Let's copy that, because that is the dynamic variable itself. You're equal to, so anywhere it says 341, we just need to replace with that. I think. I hope. And 20 is equal to, oh, there's another one. Okay, so then 353. Notepad. Pull this up really quick. So, replacing that with that. Holy smokes, let's make that smaller. Just to make sure I've got all the right things. So, replace, what was it, 341 with that. This one we are replacing, so 353. 353 is spell type 1-1. Okay, so then this is another one where we just go 1, 2, 3, so 350. We're just gonna say you should just be able to copy this again. 3, 2, we'll just say game variables.value 353. Instead of 338, game variables.value, this is not 353, this is just 350, and adds 3 to it, multiplied by 3. Okay. Whew. So then we also replace 353 with this, but it's going to be 3. Okay. Got a little notepad over here to remind me which ones we're replacing in this list. Okay, so as long as I got all of that correct, which fingers crossed I did, is the Mage's Guild, spellbook, go, come over here. Ooh, we're missing a parenthesis for the argument. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? Okay, adding dice to spell slot, 1-1. All right, what did I miss? So we've got 1, 2, parentheses, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I believe we need 1 here, which means we would also need 1 here. We'd also need 1 here. Okay, give that a try. Let's see what happens. Mage's Guild, spellbook, put a dice here. Spellbook page number is 1. Okay. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? 340 out of 450. Another 20 minutes should do it. It's true. That's true. This says, okay, finally unmuted. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? How's life? How's, have you heard anything on the job front? Okay, so what am I getting wrong here? Game variables dot value. Game variables dot 338 plus 524. 524, right? 524. This is spellbook manager times 3. Plus whatever this value is, so that should be 1 times 3, be 3. Game variables. Wait. That right? Gosh. I swear I forget every single time how to do this, even though I've done it like 1,000 times before. Those game variables, dot value. Yes, like this is what I need to be doing right here to make this variable dynamic. Why can I not think of how to do this? Come down here. Fire slot 1-3. Okay. Let's come here. We're just going to do another additional branch script. Okay, so what do we got here? So, game variables. Minute. Fire slot 1-. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's a problem. Sorry. Did not mean to come in there. There we go. Is it because it's in the double parentheses? I think it's because it's in the double parentheses. Always freaking do that. Okay, so it's that. Then if we get rid of that, which means we will then come over here, get rid of the double parentheses there. I think it's just because I nested just one too many. One too many nests is what I do. Okay. That should allow that. Let's give it a try and see what happens. Visit the Mage's Guild spellbook. Come over here and we drop this. Okay. There we go. Come over here, Mage's Guild spellbook. Come over here. Ooh, what the? Okay, so it can swap it, but it can't place it. Why? Like, none of these are working. But the merges aren't working. The merges aren't working. Nick says, can I send pi? Sure you can. But how many digits of pi are you going to send? You might reach the limit. Just 69. Okay. All right, that would be, that is fitting. Yes. You can send pi to the 69th place. Absolutely, I will allow it. Syntax error is my favorite spell. I know, it's great, isn't it? Absolutely love the syntax error spell. What am I getting wrong though? Which is that is the main question. Game variables value 97 plus, and then in the parentheses there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't need this. Why the freak did I add that? Let's get rid of that. Game variables value. This is 358. Freak is happening here. Plus that times that. Okay, so first and foremost, how many parentheses do we have here? What?
Chemistrinic says, I meant that two last numbers are 6 and 9 in this order. Pi is approximately equal to 3.1415926535897932384627950288419716
69. Nice. I love it. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you redeeming that. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Yeah. So game variables value 338 plus. Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Holy smokes. It's a good time. It's a good time to be alive. Okay, so we get rid of all this. We keep the 338 plus variables 524 times 3. And down here at the very end, do this 350 plus that. Okay. Let's see if that works. I don't know. I'm already going crazy and it's not even halfway through the night. Yes, there we go. Freaking hallelujah. Okay. There we go. So if we switch over to here, though, Of course, I don't have a green one. Come on, because we got a green one. There we go. Mages Guild, spellbook. If we come in here, we say, bam. Come over here, we go, bam. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa. Okay, aside from that, it's not done yet, but the beginnings are there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So that means we basically can use that to finish the rest of this up. Yeah. On the spellbook, come down here. Fire slot 1-3, 1-2, 1-1. That one's good. Now we just need to do all of the others.
Thanks for the follow, Gladius.
Oh my goodness, what? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Gladius skull. Gladius skull. I absolutely butchered your name and I apologize, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's the first conditional branch. Let's get into this next one. So this next one is game variables dot value 341. Okay, so 341 we do need to replace. I'm going to update this notepad really quick, just because now that we have it all working, let's make sure we have the correct thing in here. Go. That's what I'm talking about. Casually delves a die. Accurate. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we get rid of that one. Same thing over here. We get rid of all of this. 350. That. Get rid of that. Okay. So anything with 341 can be replaced with this. Anything with 353 can be replaced with that. Cool beans. All right. So in here, we're just going to say 341. So let's get rid of that. Replace with that. If that is greater than or equal to 0, and if game variable is 341, so let's replace that with less than or equal to 20. Right. Label spellbook 1-1, that should be fine. Then move picture 99 over to there. Control variables. Okay. Here's where JavaScript is going to come into play. So let's do some JavaScripting, everybody. As it says, I had 4 recruiters reach out about the same opportunity, so hoping the one who submitted me hears back soon, and had another screening interview yesterday for a different job, so hoping there too. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm going to continue to keep my fingers crossed for you. I believe that it's going to work out for you. But again, fingers crossed. Let's see, Huncho56 says, why RPG Maker over like Godot / Unity, etc.? That is a great question. And it's mostly because RPG Maker is 1, it's what I know. And 2, it's what I know. I don't know. I've been using RPG Maker, not this exact version, but like the series RPG Maker. I've been using it for about 25-ish years now or something like that. So definitely very comfortable with the engine. And for me, at this point in my life, it is just kind of a hobby. I work full time. I've got a family, and so don't really have a whole lot of time to dedicate to learning a new engine. So one day I would absolutely love to learn a different engine. Be able to spend a little bit more time. But with wife and a kid and full-time job and all that fun stuff, I'm just kind of like, well, this is what I know, and this is what I can make my game with. So yeah, that's the reason. Not really any particular reason why I wouldn't want to use a different engine. Just, it's what I know and it's what I've got time for. So I figure instead of spending whatever free time I have in learning a different engine and like trying to get up to speed, like I'll just use this one for now and try and make what I can make, and then maybe eventually down the line learn something else. So, but what about you? So you're making your game in MZ. Very nice. Absolutely love it. Yeah, MZ is absolutely fantastic. I had started this one in MV because I didn't own MZ at the time. I own it now, but there's so many plugins that I use that are specifically only made for MV, and I could not for the life of me find any way to get them to work in MZ. So we're kind of sticking with MV for now. But yeah, but honestly, yeah, I love the RPG Maker series. I got RPG Maker 2000 back when I was like 10 years old. So basically when it came out, it was like in 2000, and yeah, absolutely loved it. Yeah, it's just kind of what I've stuck with over the years. I've had many people many people ask me why I don't switch, and I've never really had a good answer. Just, it's what I'm comfortable with, and yeah. But, so you're using MZ. How long have you been using RPG Maker for? And have you thought about also learning a different engine? All right, so yes. Okay, so when we're switching the variables here, this is where we need to jump over into some JavaScript. Let's come over here. We're going to do a script call. I'm learning Godot on the side. Very nice. Yeah, Godot is one that I've thought about maybe jumping into and learning. Unity, I did spend, so this was a few years ago, but I did spend like a week. Trying to remember if it was like a weekend or a week. Might have been a week. Again, a while ago, so like my remembrance is blurry. But yeah, I did spend about a week or so just going through tutorials and trying to learn it. And I was like, it's great. It has a lot of potential, a lot of powerful tools. But I was just like, it would just take so much time, I felt like, to get back up to where I felt like I could even just make something that I could make an RPG Maker in Unity, that I was like, Oh, I just never went back to it. There are some really good things you can do in other engines. I'm not going to knock them, not at all. I absolutely know that RPG Maker is very limited in what it can do, but I don't know. Sometimes the limitation really helps me anyway, just because, like, instead of letting my mind wander and being like, think of all these, like, my possibilities are endless. At least with RPG Maker, with enough creativity, you can generally make what you want, but it's not so limitless that I'm like, what do I make? Because I can make anything. With RPG Maker, you're like, I've got my scope. I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do. And yeah, kind of works out better for me in the end anyway. Let's see. GD Quest makes really good tutorials. Ooh, might have to check them out. Tutorials for Godot? If so, I check them. Yeah, Godot. Okay, yeah, awesome. Yeah, and honestly, like, I would say that's probably like one of the better ways to learn a new engine is just look for a tutorial series.
And somehow in the middle of it all, the phone got knocked off the hook, and 20 seconds later, I heard a familiar voice, and you know what it said? I'll tell you what it said. It said, if you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again if you need help. Hang up and then dial your operator if you'd like to make a call. Please hang up and try again if you need help. Hang up and then dial your operator in Albuquerque, Albuquerque.
Thank you, Axel. I appreciate that. Oh, those Albuquerque jump scares. They get you. They get you. But yeah. So like I was saying, just finding a good tutorial series and just going through the whole thing is a great way to go. Especially a tutorial series that will take you from beginning to end of a project. I feel like that is usually the best way to go. Because like, there's tons of tutorial series out there that are just like, here's how to do this thing. Enjoy. And you're just like, cool, I can do this thing, but like, what should I use this thing on? What should I do with this thing? But if you can have a whole series that's like, from start to end, we are going to create this project together. Here's how we're going to do it. Here's where we're going with it. And yeah, those ones can be a really great way. Let's see. Nick says, have you seen Brainfuck? I have not. I don't know what that is. Axel says, I'm sorry, what? That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Is it like Jackass? I don't know. Never heard of it. Kind of worried to throw that into Google. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is an esoteric programming language created in 1993 by Swiss student Urban Müller. Designed to be extremely minimalistic, the language consists of only 8 simple commands, a data pointer, and an instruction pointer. What? That's crazy. Huh. 8 simple commands. Well, that's, yeah, never heard of it, but that is crazy. There you go. The more you know. Huncho says, I'm making a RPG Maker style. I'm making an RPG style game with Paper Mario mechanics. Ooh, that would be a lot of fun. Well, you don't have to, but if you would like to, if you've got anything to share, or if you want to, share anything you've got, feel free to either in the chat We also do have a Discord, and so, you know, there's a whole bunch of us in there, and we all like to share the projects we're working on, you know, whether it's screenshots, bounce ideas off of each other, videos of like whatever we're working on. So if you've got anything you would like to share, if you want to bounce ideas off of any of us, yeah, sure. You know, not saying you have to, just saying we do have a Discord, and yeah, we all kind of chat. I feel like we're still all basically in some way or another creators. You know, some of us create music, art, programmers, and so yeah, it's a fun little community here. Let's see. Nick says it's programming language. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. I was worried when I Googled it, but Lil Cat got its own language. Lil Code. That's fair. Well, see ya. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, Cameron. Unless, of course, that's not actually leaving. You're just saying, well, see ya, because you said Lil Cat instead of Lil Co. Blake's getting mad at me. I gotta go. Axel. Do not let Blake get mad at you. I was gonna say go get some rest, but I don't know what Blake wants. So go to Blake, go to him, and we will see you on the next one. I'm an art. It's true. Cameron is an art. Greatest of art. Okay. All right. We're gonna get back to the actual JavaScripting here. So we're just basically gonna say what we need to say here is game variables dot set value of variable 353 plus game variables dot value 524 times 3. There we go. Okay, so then, oh, let's see. We just want to make sure we're good on the parentheses. So game variables dot set value. So we got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, that, and you equal game variables dot value, whatever that variable is, 20. Okay, so this script call should basically go to replace this. So this is basically saying, hey, set variable 353 to equal 20. But here we're saying, hey, set variable whatever page you're on. So this could be variable, well, 353, 356, 359, etc. to equal that variable. Right, easy enough. So I think we should be able to, makes me really nervous, but let's delete that. And then we're gonna say if spell 1-1. So 341 is being replaced by this right here. Okay, so this we're basically just gonna say, okay, so it's 341 and 18. On the script call, let's just throw 18 in there so I can remember. Basically, we're just gonna say if game variables dot value I literally can just copy this. I don't know why I typed that out. Okay, so game variables dot value 338 plus game variables dot value 524 times 3 is equal to game variables dot value 18. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah, I replaced that one. So if you're equal to that, then we're going to say we don't want to set 341 to +1. We need to say script call. Say game variables dot value. This one's going to be a little bit more complicated. I'm going to say game variables dot value. Dot set value to game variables dot value 348. So we're setting game variable Am I doing this correctly? I think so. Maybe. Nick says in September I'm going to a new school for 4 years and have to choose APs. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm going for AP Math, Biology, and Chemistry. Well, Chemistry I feel like is an absolute must, given your name. But yeah, that'd be crazy. AP and Math? Not bad. I'm jealous. I am so bad at math. It's not even funny. But yeah, that'll be really cool. All right. So game variables dot set value. And then this is just saying to be equal to this. So this is just a variable. This right here is just a variable. Well, it's a variable number. If that makes any sense, it is a variable. So we're setting the value of this. And at the end over here, we should be able to say, comma, we're trying to add one to it. Crap. Okay. Should be simple enough. So game variables dot set value of this variable to equal game variables that plus 1. I think that's right. I think. Dave says, "What's up, Moon? Welcome. Glad you're here, Dave. Glad you are here. How's your day going?" Nick says, "Also, I have a curricular activity for this profile, which is Latin in medicine." What? Now that sounds like a good time. That sounds like a blast of a time. Zach says, "Wait, how can you be bad at math but a programmer?" Well, let me tell you. I can be bad at math because all I have to do is I just type in calc and it just pulls up a calculator and I can just do the math here. So there you go. I would not say you have to be good at math to be a programmer. If you want to be really good at it, really efficient, it might help to be good at math. But yeah, it's actually what kept me from pursuing being any kind of programmer as a profession early on in my career, because I thought that you had to be like a math whiz to be able to be a programmer. Like I thought you had to know, like I thought you had to be like some calculus genius. But I've met some programmers. They're not even close to that. So I'm like, dang it, I kind of talked myself out of it, but I'm also kind of at the same time glad, because I don't know if I could do programming like for my job as well. Like I don't think I would enjoy it anymore if it was my job. So Jesse says, "I used to be great at math, but then I took an arrow to the knee." Blasted arrows. Honestly, Zach, you don't use a ton of math in day-to-day programming for most jobs. That is true. Yeah. I mean, if you're there are some things, if you are working with like databases and like warehouse and stuff like that, and you're like dealing with all sorts of numbers, but even that kind of stuff, it's doing all the calculations for you. So like, as long as you understand mathematics, you don't necessarily have to be good at doing math. You just have to understand how mathematics works, and you're good to go. It's kind of like how all of this stuff is going on. Like, I understand the basics of mathematics, where it's like I am taking a variable and creating I'm referencing a variable, but I am making that variable a variable based on the standard operating procedure, not standard operating procedures, the Pythagorean theorem, to know that I need to, how I need to do it step by step, and eventually get to the point where I can then create a variable, and yeah. I feel like I am explaining this horribly. Anyway, all that to say, you can definitely do programming and not be good at math. I am a living example of that. And Nick says, "Hi, how we doing, guys? Ooh, make sure to pick up your paste now that you're over on the YouTube chat." It kind of does depend on what type of programming you do. When you're like me, where the engine you uses a lot of math to make things. Yeah, and that's true. And so long as you understand it, I mean, you're working with a computer anyway, so you have access to the ultimate mathematical processing machine. So at the end of the day, you can just throw something into Google, throw it into a calculator, whatever you need to do, and you'll be all right. I use more math in my game dev hobby than I used 11 years of professional full stack development. That's true. That's true. Dave says, I googled some RPG Maker games to see what was out there. Thanks to your stream. There we go. Yeah. Did you find anything good? Spiraled down a Fear and Hunger rabbit hole. I have heard some really good things about Fear and Hunger. I need to actually play it. Yeah, I have heard a lot about it, and yeah, I need to give it a try. Okay. Now, did I get this right? Maybe? So game variables at set value. We're setting game variable dot value 338 plus variable 524 times 3 to equal game variable 338 plus 524 times 3 plus 1. We're basically saying set the variable to yourself plus 1, which is kind of how you have to do it in JavaScript. Where like if you were trying to increment a variable by 1, yeah, you basically have to say set variable 1 to equal 1 plus 1. I don't know, it's weird, but else. Oh, all right. So with that, we're gonna save that really quick, just in case things crash. I don't want to lose all this progress. All right, so fire slot 1-1. So here we go. So now we're gonna say else dice picked up. So that's 18. So I think what we can say, this is a spell, so 341. Okay, so I think what we can say is if we put that there, and we change this, from 20 to 18. Go. Zach says, oh, my friend Mason is a fan of Fear and Hunger, almost made a web series based off the game. See, that's what I keep hearing. I hear that it's like absolutely crazy, and I'm like, I need to actually play it. I think I'll learn Desmos or Demo. I don't know. To have it easier in math. There you go. It's not a bad idea. It is not stream friendly. That's from what I've heard about it. I would not be able to stream that. That would definitely be an off-stream kind of game that I would play. I heard it gets a little intense. Okay, so I think we can get rid of this. Then we're just gonna say game screen dot show picture 50 dice plus. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so yeah, so 341, okay. This is gonna make it really crazy looking. But once we get it set, we should be good. So we're replacing this spot here. So game variables dot value 341, replacing it with that. Then we are replacing dice 353, so we're replacing this with that. Go. Whew. Moving, erasing picture 99, moving picture 50 to there, jump to end. Cool. Okay, that is there. Cool. Then picked up is greater than. Okay. So I believe this should allow for merging. I hope. As long as everything is correct with the JavaScript, which knowing me, it is not going to be. We're going to try it anyway. Let's see what happens. If I put a 1 in here, it should go up to a 2. Poop. Cannot load picture dice 1-0. Okay, all right. That's all right. All right. All right. We're not to the crazy part yet. We're good. Because that should be just this right here. So to showing image layer, dice. And so this part here is correct. So the 350 plus 528 times 3 plus dash plus game variables dot 338 plus 524 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yes, we're showing dice plus. This one worked correctly because that was 1, which it was 1 because 1 is pyro, 2 is geo, 3 is hydro, so on and so forth. And then the dash plus game variables dot value, so 338. Okay. This game variable is 524 times 3. Why would you still be 0? That doesn't make any sense. Unless 341. Come over here. We're gonna say Mage's Guild spellbook. Just for kicks and giggles, let's hide everything and we're just going to create a new text box. This is going to be game variables dot value 341. Okay, fresh. Yes, so you are a 1. That's correct. Should be a 1. If I move this here, you are now a 0. Okay, there's the problem. There is the problem. So that means over here, spell slot 1-1. Something, it's either this one or this one is acting up. And I think it's this one. Because we're saying, yeah. Okay, it's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. Let's see. Dave said, "Oh, I thought of something for your game and had a question. You can only have 150 objects, right? What does a tile map count as?" So that is a great question. So for RPG Maker MV specifically, you can have up to 100 images on the screen. So if I come over here and I say show picture, and as you can see with the pictures, I mean, we've got, these are everything from buttons to the cards to the dice to all the effects. So anything and everything that's basically on the screen at any given time is probably going to be an image. And I can go up to image layer 100. So yeah, so I can show 100 images on the screen at once, and that is its own thing. It's like that's its own thing. 100 image layers on the screen at once is what it can do. But as far as for the tile maps, that works on its own z-axis entirely. So let's actually come over here. I'm just gonna show really quick kind of what's going on here. We go let's go there. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, so basically the way that the z-axis works in RPG Maker. Pull this up really quick. Let's just set that to that. Set it to 2. Okay, so with the z-axis, you have the parallax background.
Thanks for the follow, Shishikaku_.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Come on in, sit on down, pull up a chair. We are going to talk about the layers of RPG Maker. So yeah, it should be a good time. So yeah, so first and foremost, you have the parallax image layer. So these are the images they'll show on the screen back here. So if I come in here and I can edit and do image, I can set this to be blue. If I hit OK, it now changes this parallax image to blue. So then if I come over in here, everything that's showing up behind the pictures, it is just going to show blue. So yeah, so this is below everything. What's that over? There we go. Yeah, so you've got the parallax images. After that, you then have the tile sets. That is the next z-axis layer. Now, the tile sets are things like in most RPG Maker games, these are things like you'll make your maps out of. So this is the land, the water, the houses, and things like that. So that is that layer there. Now, with this z-axis, it can, I guess it's not as black and white as that is the next one up, because it kind of has some overlap, right? So with the tile set layer, you can have tile sets that are here. You can have tile sets that are kind of here, and you can have tile sets that are down here. And that is because you can have things that go over players. You can have things on the same layer as players, and you can have things below the players. And then kind of vice versa with NPCs. If I come over here and I just kind of, if I create an event and we set this to be this character here, you can set the priority. So you can have it be below, same as, or above. So if it is below, so the priority is specifically just for the characters themselves. So if I set this one to below characters and I create another one here and I had this person be above characters or same as characters, if they were to overlap, this person would go above that other character. But over here in the tile sets, you can set a tile set. So you've got X. So if I come over here to B, you've got X, which is the player cannot pass through it. You've got O, which is the player can pass through it. And then you've got star, which is the player can pass through it, but is showing above the player. So if something is set to X, if something is set to O, it's all on its own layer. But if you set it to the star, then it's going to be showing over the character. So say, for example, this would be the star layer graphic of the tile set. And then this would be anywhere in between. This would be X and O. So then with the characters are going to show above the tile sets. But if something is the star, then they will go below the tile sets. So they kind of can like merge together, not merge together, but like sometimes the tile sets can be above, sometimes below. So that's kind of that Z axis layer in a very weird roundabout way of going about it. So next up, you've got the pictures layer. So that goes above tile sets, that goes above parallax, that goes above characters. It will always show above all those things. You can change that, but just we're going by defaults here. So you got the picture layers there. Now the picture layers is everything that I've been using. So, you know, if I come in here and I show the image, and even whether I set it to 1 or 100, that will always show on that X axis. And then last but not least, you've got things like like flash screen. So if I would, or tint screen. So anything with the screen, if you fade out the screen, fade in the screen, tint the screen, flash the screen, anything like that, that will always show above everything else as well. If I were to flash the screen, that flash is going to cover pictures, tile sets, characters, parallax, everything. It'll cover everything. Yeah. And I think that's everything as far as the Z axis works in RPG Maker. I know this basically gives absolutely no indication of what anything is, so if you weren't here following along as I was going over it, I apologize, but yeah, basically it is parallax, the regular tile sets, the star tile sets, you've got the characters below the tile sets, the star tiled sets, you've got the characters that go above the tile sets because they're just, by default, they go above unless it's the star tile set, and then you've got pictures, and then you've got the screen effects. And then you've got other things, you know, you can do the plugins for RPG Maker and you can add other layers as well. It's like, say, for example, in the game, you know, we've got the HUD elements. So if I pull this up, you've got this number here. This number will show above everything. So even if I were to flash the screen, you would be able to see this number. So that will change the X axis and it shows here on this plane. Yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, let's see. So Dave says, so instead of your dungeon backgrounds being images, could you have them use them as fake tile maps? It would be the same image, but would not count as one. That could level, you could have level 1 walls, level 2 doors, level 3 decorations, give you more objects in the scene. True. The only problem with that, and the reason why I'm doing images, is everything in RPG Maker is locked to a 48 by 48 grid. So I could make tile maps. The problem is that the tile maps have they have a set width and height that you can create, and you are limited to the amount of tile sheets per tile set. So we've got, so all of these 8s, you got A1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So those are animations, grounds, buildings, walls, and then normal. So basically, the A page is for overworld type things. And then you've got B, C, D, and E. That can be anything you want, but it is limited. And so with this size of map, I believe I checked it once. Yeah, so this would use about almost half that tile set. And then, you know, and then I have to go in here and like get another one to go over just a little bit more, and then a little bit more. I could use that. We could. And I had thought about it at one point in time doing something like that using the tile sets. It kind of, when I first started, I was not anticipating as many images on the screen as we have now. So, which is why I didn't go that way. But we might look into doing something like that. But that is an absolutely fantastic thought, because there are other Z-axis layers that we could access to be able to kind of maybe create a little bit more overhead for the amount of images that we have. But yeah, absolutely. That is something we could definitely look into. Yeah, I'll need to see maybe what would be the best way to go about that. Because right now, as far as like the walls, the doors, and the decorations go, we could use that. The decorations would be a little bit more complicated just because some of the decorations are animated. And so something you can do is in here, I believe you can do... Oh, wait. No, you can't do that anymore. Maybe? Wait, no. Change tile set. Yes, so you can change the tile set. So we could kind of animate it based on the tile set. Yeah, but the thing is, like, we would have to have a different tile set for every layout. So we'd have to have 15 tile sets for the doors and the room shapes. I don't know. We could look into it. We could see. But yeah, if the absolute need arises, we definitely could do something like that. But I do like the way oh my gosh, I'm having a freaking stroke here. I do appreciate and I do like the direction. That is the word that I'm looking for. The direction that your mind is going. Because yeah, there are definitely other Z-axes that we could axi that we could integrate. Axiomyth Games says, and higher numbers are above lower numbers in the picture layers, correct? Yes, that is 100% correct. So over here, if you look at this again, so right here are the image layers, right? But each one of those is broken out into its own Z-axis as well. So image layer 1 right here would show below something like image layer 5 here. So yeah, so if you were to show a picture image layer 1 and we were to show that one, and then if we were to show the exact same or just a different one as image layer 6, yeah, that would show up above as well. So yes, that is changing the Z-axis as well from 1 to 100. So yes, that is an absolutely fantastic point, and thank you for pointing that out, because I had completely forgotten to even mention that. Yeah, within the images, they can change their own Z-axis. And that's kind of where this whole thing goes as well. They're all kind of like in their own silos, and you can't really change the position of the silos themselves. You can just change if it gives you the opportunity. So like on the image layers, you can change the Z value of that image layer, but you can't really change where this goes. You know, like I can't just come in here and change, you know, and put this below the parallax images. Like it just doesn't that way. You can with JavaScript, like you can, but not natively. You can't natively do that. Dave says, does it allow you to have transparent tile sets? PNGs? Sorry, I'm very inquisitive with this one. No, you're totally fine. Yes, so you can do transparent. Well, you can do transparent if you're not using the animation, ground, buildings, or walls. Or really even the A5 normal. You can make them transparent. The thing is that anything behind A1 through A5 will show the parallax background. So if you don't have a parallax background, it's just black. So if I were to come in here and I just set this image to none, and if we were to start, it would just be black behind here. So like nothing would show, and that's fine. But as far as the B through D tile set images, you can have those be transparent. You can do anything that you would do with images, you could do with that as well. Well, if you had a couple of room setups, bricks, no doors, and then the door layer, you just need 4 objects, and you can set them as overlay over the walls, etc. With decorations, I'd stop derailing the stream. I'll stop derailing the stream now. No, Dave, you are totally fine. Any and all questions, any and all suggestions, anything like that, never feel like you can't suggest things, never feel like you can't bring anything to light, because honestly, there's a lot of times where there are certain things where just like, I just never thought about it. Or maybe I had thought about it at one point in time, but I'd written it off. But then if you bring it up again, or you like frame it in such a way that I'm like, actually, that would work really well, then yeah, absolutely. Like it's going to help things a ton. So yeah, 100%. Do not ever feel like you can't bring things up. I definitely 100% appreciate it. yeah, so something like that, we could definitely do something like that. And I may look into it and just see what we could get working, because that would save a few image layers for sure. I'm spoiled in Unity with unlimited layers. That's true. Well, and if we were on the newest version of RPG Maker, I could increase the limit.
I can't call this hourly fun facts anymore, but it's still a fun fact, damn it. A woman is born with all the eggs she'll ever have. So half of you was in your grandmother before your mother was born.
I don't like that thought. We're not going to think about that anymore. But Axel, I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in here with your non-hourly fun fact. Woo! Nick says, you aren't derailing it that much. He was talking about RPG Maker, which is the closest to the stream. Check YouTube chat. Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh my gosh.
Roll 5d6 psychic damage.
That's more like that's like a 5d 100 psychic damage. That is, I don't like to think about that. Yes, Nick, I apologize. I had a notepad covering my chat on YouTube, and so I completely have missed everything going on over here. It should go up to a 2. Casual destroys the 2 dice. 1 + 1 = 2, not 0, Moonwood. RPG Maker is like an onion. It has layers. That's true. 100% has layers. Like ogres or cake. Shrek was made in RPG Maker, confirmed. Can you make Shrek with RPG Maker? Let's find out. The secret has been said. I know that start was made in...
Take 311 AMG.
No! That's so much damage. I know that start was made in Geometry Dash, but I don't know about the rest of the movie. What? Because we eat paste. This is the Wildlands. That is true. YouTube is the Wildlands. You're over on YouTube, you know what you got yourself into. But if you are over on YouTube, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Enjoy your free paste. Just don't eat too much of it. Bad for your health. That's true. As far as derailing goes, though, Nick, asking questions about RPG Maker is probably the least derailing of all the questions ever. About that, you have some? I've eaten all of mine. Nick, you're not supposed to eat that much paste. That is too much paste for one sitting.
Oh, also, pick a number.
I gotta pick a number. All right, here we go. Let us do 61. Let's do 61. Come on, lucky number 61. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Dang it. So bad at this guessing. It's almost like picking a number between 1 and 100 is really difficult to do. Oh well, I'm just racking in those gifted subs when I eventually guess it, right? Nick says, I'm hungry. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. That's true. It is not my place to tell you what you can and can't do. You can eat as much paste as you would like. But just know, we only provide 1 bottle of paste per stream. So you're gonna have to bring your own if you're gonna eat more than that. Okay, here we go. So kind of back to what we were going with 1 + 1 = 2.
Indeed. I had to make it hard, otherwise you'll get too many subs too quick.
It's true. It's true. Gotta make it difficult. All right. So yes, it's like you were saying, 1 + 1 = 2, not 0. That is an absolutely fantastic point. The problem is that I think I have this going wrong. So let's take a look at this. This is the problem. This is setting it to 0 for some reason, and I don't know why. Basically, we're saying game variables.set value to game variables.value 338. Would this be correct? Now I feel like I have to freaking Google this thing. All right. Hold up now. Bear with me. I'm pulling a thing up, doing a thing.
1 + 1 = 0 if you round down with the law of infinity.
That's true. See, I am justified in my thinking. So let's go to control switches. Here we go. Okay, so to add, so it is game variables.set value, variable ID, Wait a minute. No, this is correct. Game variables dot set value to equal. This is the variable ID. Game variables dot value. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh, it's not. So we want to say set value to equal 338 plus game variables dot value 520 times that to equal game variables dot value 338 plus that. Okay, I think that might have actually fixed it. I think, maybe, we'll see. Pull this up. Mage's Guild, spellbook. Got a 1. If we put this here, put this here. Ugh, still 0. Okay, what the frick is happening here? JavaScript, you are the best and the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're actually focusing on the right thing. We're just going to flash the screen as we normally do to check. This is like flash screen is essentially my console.log. Throw this here. Well, that's awkward. Okay. So was I fixing the wrong thing? I think I was. 5-3. Okay, so 1-1. So are we in the else handler? We might have been.
It omnomed the dice. It was hungry.
It did omnom the dice. Let's see. What have I missed? What have I missed? Got ourselves a nice, nice Moon Man milk jug. Hey, wait, when's the next devlog? Yeah, about that. I know that I did say that I was gonna make one sooner than I had last time, and now I think we're basically back up to where we were before. Soon. The problem is there's a new RPG Maker series that I'm starting to work on, and that's taking my free time. So I have like no free time to then also do devlogs. Yeah. Anyway, we're definitely gonna get one sooner, hopefully rather than later. Okay, so I was looking in the wrong spot. No wonder I didn't see an issue. I mean, I still think there may have been an issue.
Wait, double check, see if the dice is actually in the book by trying to put another, it may be a layer issue.
Well, so it's not a layer issue, but it is, so the reason why it's disappearing is because it's trying to show an image that's not there. So it's currently trying to show image, dice 1-0, which is not an actual image, which is why it disappears, because it's trying to show an image that doesn't actually exist. And that is because I'm setting a variable incorrectly right here. Basically, we're saying game variables.set value of 338.
Dominating.
Love it. Oh, wait. And then Nick says we're first in the RPG Maker category, which is very exciting. Is there an RPG Maker category on Twitch? I had no idea. But is that actually true? Let me see here. Back to Twitch. Search for RPG Maker. What about just RPG Maker in general? Okay, all right. Well, there we go. 11 viewers. Look at that, everybody. You're doing great. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Not bad, not bad. There we go. We are dominating. Actually, your random sound was 100% accurate. Let me check for more LOMs reviews. Be right back. All right. Good luck. Okay. So, yes. We're wanting that to equal 18. So what is 18 equal to at that point in time? That could be also an issue. Because if 18 is not a thing at that point in time. Mage's Guild spellbook, so we pick this up. We go here. I want to show 18 is equal to 1. Okay. Never mind then. So that is correct. 18 is equal to 1, which is what it should be setting this to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Add, subtract, divide.
I looked up Lemonade on Main Street and my music pops up. I'll be posting the OST for the game, BTW.
See? Not bad. It's not bad. That is a star of the game, is the music. And I love it. What if instead of saying you equal that, what if we just say in here, cut that, comma, that. Maybe. Maybe. So we got 1, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Excuse me. This is the Mage's Guild. Spellbook. Put this over here. Flashes. Hey! Okay. Kind of making progress. At least it didn't disappear this time. That is not exactly what we want. Because... it's supposed to be merging. It shouldn't just be showing a 1. Yeah, again, it is omnomming the dice, which is not what we want. It is not ideal. Once we can get this thing figured out, it should be smooth sailing. It's just figuring this freaking thing out. So I think the problem is we do not want this to actually be jumping to the else handler. We actually want it to be in here. Just why is it not being in here? That is the real question. Game variables.value 338 plus 524 times 3 equals 18. If you're equal to 18, yeah. Huh. You merge the dice, not leave one alone and eat the other. I mean, who's gonna notice one missing dice? You know? You just kind of take one off the top. No one will ever notice. So if game variables.value 338 plus game variables.value 524 times 3 is equal to game variables.value 18. That is what it was before. Which is what I'm very confused by. Zach says, by the way, I was not here when the whole number thing with Axel was started. So, like, is the number randomized every day, or is it just one definitive number? So it is one definitive number, just 1 through 100, and I have to guess it. And when I guess it right, I think Axel gifts a sub. Is that what it was, Axel? Paste has all the vitamins and minerals we need. It is the nectar of the gods, that paste. I do not know what's going on here. This is saying if the dice that you have, so 341 is equal to 18, which it should be. Yeah? Nope. Oh, yeah. If I pick this up, 341 is equal to 1. And 18.
When Moon Man guesses my number, I gift him a sub. The number resets on Friday. Even if he gets the number right prior, it doesn't reset until Friday.
It resets on Friday? I must have forgotten that part. Well, there we go. It resets on Friday. Oh, that's true, but on Thursday, though, you tell me if I need to go higher or lower? I think that's what we're gonna do. They're gonna know when it's level 19, not 1. That's true. That's true. When it's level 19 and once you shave one off the top, then it's not such a good time. I will notice. Okay, so both 1 and 1 are equal to each other. So when I release this, it should actually merge. So I know that you guys probably couldn't really see it, but yeah, we were 1 and 1 on 18 and 341. 341, yeah, 18 and 341. That's basically what this is. This is basically just saying if game variables.value 338.
Every 10 guests you get half of the available pool shaved off. Tier number is lower than 50, by the way.
It's lower than 50, huh? Pretty sure that the majority of my guesses have been above 50 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. That is great to know. Well, thank you, Axel. I appreciate that. That's the way I got my sub. It's true. It's true. That is just Axel out of the goodness of his heart, making sure that everyone can know the joys of being subscribed. What is happening? I don't. We're literally just saying, if this variable, because this is saying game variables dot set value 338 plus game variables dot 524 times 3 to equal game variables dot value 20. And this is just saying if game variables dot 338 plus 524 times 3 is equal to 18. Which is exactly what we have here. The only thing we're changing out, so we're just saying if you're equal to 0. So then if we come over here and we swap this out, then instead of saying if you're equal to 0, we just say if you are equal to game.
Also, because I want to support you and your game. With money, music, and alcohol-induced fun facts. Like, did you know fish and poison are the same word in French?
Now I feel like I have to run that through Translate. Fish. Poison. And, poison. Crazy French. Although I will agree, fish are poison. Terrible stuff. But, Axel, I do appreciate you wanting to support me. I do appreciate that. Thank you. It does mean a lot. More than you know, so. You are equal to game variables dot value. All right, something has got to be ruining it right before this happens, though. It's gotta be. Okay, let's check 18. 18 is currently equal to 1. 341 is equal to 0. Okay, well there's... Huh. What have I done? Ooh, hold up now. Was that supposed to be 338? Okay, so what is variable 20? Variable 20 is dice type. Ooh, did I miss that? Did I mix that one up? I think I mixed that one up. I don't think this is supposed to be 338. I think this one is supposed to be 350. Equal 20. I think. Mage's Guild, spellbook. Alright, so maybe that long flash just draws it out just a little bit too much. Makes it feel like I'm watching a reality TV show. We're gonna set that to like 30. Just so that we know we're in here. But on the bright side, we are now getting into here, so that's good. So now the issue is here. What do we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. I think we get rid of that. I think. I'm absolutely horrible at that kind of stuff. Spellbook. So this one in here. We're in there. Tragic. Ooh, now it's setting it to 0, 0. Oh my gosh. Freaking JavaScript, man. Holy smokes. Okay. We're gonna make it through this. But holy smokes. Poison the Fish was my nickname in college. Oh, Jesse. So you were Poison the Poison? One absolutely made up, 100% real non-fact. In French, you spell fish and poison, Jesse. I probably should have read that one first. That sounds 100% real, though. You should go with that one. So that means that it is setting this one incorrectly as well. So what is 20? 20 should be equal to 1, because we're picking up 1. Mage's Guild, spellbook. Pick this up. Variable 20 be equal to 1, which it is. 20 is equal to 1. Now if we're flashing, that means that variable 353 should be equal to 1. 353 is equal to 0. Okay. So we're setting the variables incorrectly then. Dios mi amigo. What am I doing? Public 1, -1. So this right here. Control variable, game variables dot set value. What do we got here? In Poland, we have a word with 3 meanings. It's zamek, lock, castle, and zipper. That's not fun. That is some very, very different things to all mean the same thing. Man. Said it right? Oh, good. Now I'm trying to remember how I said it. Did I say it, zamek? I think that's what I said. That means lock, castle, and zipper. Man. I mean, maybe the simplification is easier? Maybe. To be fair, I feel like there's a lot of words in English that aren't necessarily spelled the same, but they're all pronounced the same. Like there, and there. Awful. All 3 contain something. What do they contain? I was trying to see, I was like looking for letter similarities, and I'm like, nope, no, that's not it. So game variables dot set value. 350 plus game variables dot value 524 times 3 to equal that. Read and read. That's true. That's true. Read and read. What? You can't retract your message after I read it. I already read your message that you read to me. Zippers contain people in their clothing. Locks contain whatever they lock. Castles contain people. All right, Jesse. It's a good point. Good point. I mean, poison the poison. Good point. We get the meaning from context. That is fair. Well, it's kind of like, you know, there, and there, right? You know, in English, you've got there, and there. They're all pronounced just there, and there. But based off of context, you know which there it is. So, you know, kind of similar-ish. Kind of. Oh, what is happening here? Okay, I know that I have this right. What am I missing? Game variables dot add. Game variables dot set value. Variable ID, which is 350. Do I need to have this? Okay, am I actually doing this incorrectly? I think I might actually be doing this incorrectly. Game variables.set value. We need variable ID. Which this is technically the variable ID. In parentheses, variable ID. So that is 350 plus game variables value 524 times 3. So that goes to there. So then we would say, got U to U to U. Then we'd go, comma. Set it to game variables dot value plus game variables. No, because we don't want to add, we want to set. Okay, yeah. No. No, I was right. I was right. What the freak am I thinking here? So, but really we just want to say, cut that, put that there, get rid of that. And what we want to say is game variables.set value 350 plus game variables.value of 524 times 3 to game variables.value 20. Now, come over here and we say Mage's Guild, spellbook, drag you, put you there. 20 should be 1, and then 3, whatever it was, 353 should be 1. Okay. So it should be, it's trying to load the wrong one, but it should still be 1, right? 1-0. Okay. So, with that, holy smokes. Now, what we need to do, I cannot believe I had that incorrect the whole time. But now that we have that working, all we need to say is we want to set, copy this. So basically we just need to say game variables.set value okay, so I have this close but not quite. So our game variables.set value 338 plus, you shouldn't be 338. No, you are 338. Okay. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. 338 plus 524 times 3. And then we do comma. Right? We got U to U, U to U. Okay. Comma. Game variables, not value. you would be that plus game variables dot value 18. Okay. I think game variables dot set value 338 plus you. Set it to 338 plus you plus 18. Okay. Let's see if that's any better. Let us see if that's any variable. Mage's Guild, spellbook. Move this over to here. Finally! Holy smokes! It was so close. It was so close. Why? Why did you become a 4? Why did you become a 4? Okay. We're good. We're good. We are down, but not out. I just need to see what the freak is going on here. Let's see. Nick says, in 2 weeks, I have a school prom, and we need to learn Polonaise for it. We learn it on PE, which is sad. I'm gonna have to Google that. What is Polonaise is a stately Polish processional dance in 3/4 time, often associated with music by Friedrich Chopin. Oh. Well, that's gonna be fun. Good luck with that. Are you much of a dancer? It sounds like progress. It is progress, technically. It is progress. We go to the Mage's Guild, spellbook. We can merge. Actually, we do this, it should swap out the 1 for a 2. Which it does. That's good. But then if we try to add a 2 to a 2, it becomes a 4. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Mage's Guild, spellbook. So a 1 and a 1 become a 2. A 2 and a 2 become a 4. So can we get a 4? We get a 4 up in here. Can I merge that? Is this going to become an 8? Okay. So something is not right, but it's not bad. Not right, but it's not bad. So what? So something is doubling itself, which we should not be doubling. Not even close. Not even close. Nick says, I'm not a dancer, but it's simple. But not on PE. I want to play football on it, not dance. That is fair. That's fair. Yeah, having to give up something like that in PE to learn dancing, not ideal. I will say that, not ideal. I mean, I guess it could be worse, but it could be better too. Double it and give it to the next person. It seems that's exactly what it's doing. But why is it doing that? Where is it? Wait a minute. So we're setting it to itself plus that. We don't want that. Okay, what were we doing before? Let's come over here to the old safe room. We've got all this stuff in here saved. Animations, dice move, spellbook. Down here, Necro, Geo, Fire. I like how I named this one Fire and then everything else is the correct. Okay, so here. so this is what we were doing before. Come back over to town. Here, nope, that's naming spells. That's dice move. Spell book. Here to fire slot. Okay, so this and this is what we've replaced. This is what we used to have. This is now this, which is correct. Don't need that. Basically, we're just looking into this guy right here. Essentially, we're just saying that value plus 1. So we don't need to do everything that we're doing here. We just need to say control variables set game variables dot set value 348 to be 348 plus 1. Okay, just... I know it's not completely correct, but just so I don't ruin everything, I'm going to say set u to equal... Okay, game variables dot set value 348 plus 524, set it to that... Okay, crap, so I did accidentally mess that up. So, copy that, paste that, there we go. Okay, so game variables dot set value 348 to equal, plus 524 times 3 to equal variables 338 plus 524 times 3. And this should just be plus 1. Should be. Should be. Right. Maybe. See what happens. Cross your fingers, everybody. No more doubling it and give it to the next person. We want 1 to 1 is a 2. 2 to 2 should be a 3. Thank you freaking, oh my gosh. Oh man. That was an absolute nightmare and a half. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That was... Now, let's just make sure that we don't have a bug in here. So if we try and swap you out, good. Try and swap you out. You, good. Swap you to you. Fantastically. 2 to 2 comes to 3. But you. Okay. Now.
You just had to ask nicely.
That is true. I did just have to ask nicely. I just needed to get down on my knees, grovel, and be like, excuse me, JavaScript gods, if you could please smile upon me and just give me what I need, please. And it works out. Works out in the end. Okay. So, what do we need to do at this point now? 5-3, there we go. Spell slot 1. Well, that was the end of this section. Now we have this section. Much smaller, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that, yeah, much better section. We can figure this one out. This should be a lot better. First things first is we need to adjust this conditional branch here, because it's basically just saying if the game variable 18 is greater than 341, 20. Okay, so this one should be straightforward. Could be, better be. We just replace 341. So greater than. So yes, this section here must be replaced with that. And the 353 section here, that should be able to be replaced with is equal to 353. Replace that with that. Okay, so that should have that covered. And this is all of this is just so we can turn a page and have it work. Okay, picked up is greater than. Showing the moving the picture shouldn't matter. Controlling variables. This is where we come into some fun stuff. Variable 7, 341. Okay. Let's do this. think what we can do is just grab that. That I know works. So we're looking at 7 and 341. So if we say script, paste that. Basically, what we want to say, we're going to say game variables dot set value of variable 7 to equal and I think 341 we should just be able to paste that down here at the end, just add that parenthesis, I think. Is yeah, because we're just setting variable 7 to equal. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pretty sure picked up is greater than. I think if we delete this, picked up is greater than. Okay. Because this is just swapping the dice based on what you have picked up. Come in here, go to the Mage's Guild, Spellbook. That is a 1, so if we try and do a 2, it should swap it out. So that's a 1, that's a 2. Fantastic. 2 and a 2 becomes a 3. 2 is not greater than, so it doesn't swap it out. Okay. That's that first one. That one is working correctly. Go spell slot 1-1. Okay, and then you are 341 and 18. Think 341. We're having it equal that. Okay. So we're having 341 equal variable 18. We should just be able to say game variables dot set value. So there to there, it's 341 to equal game variables dot value 18. Over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. I think that should be the exact same thing there. So if we cut that, and if we come back over here, it should function the exact same. I just want to make sure that as we're replacing all these things that I'm not screwing anything up. Okay, that is correct. It's now a 2. Try and swap out a 1. It doesn't do anything. And if I try and do a 3, it should swap out the 3, move the 2 over there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, all right, we're good. Now, down here we go. Spell slot 1-1. Okay, so now we just need to replace this one. So this is going to be 18 equals 7. Those aren't dynamic at all. I mean, we can still do it here. We can still just say game variables dot set value of 18 to equal game variables dot value 17. Whoa. That's the one I wanted. That is basically just saying set 18 to equal whatever variable 7 is. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Let's see here. Chichikaka says, hello, the game will be a dungeon crawler. Yes, it absolutely, well, I mean, it is actually technically already. So let me just check this really quick, and then I will show you the dungeon crawling portion of the game. So this right here is just like the hub town for the game. So this is where you'll be able to buy and sell items, heal, get quests and all that fun stuff, interact with NPCs. Let me just check this really quick. So Vision of the Mage's Guild, Spellbook. If we come to the 2, go. We do another 2, that should be a 3. You merge that. Okay. All right, cool. So then if we come over here, if we leave the Mage's Guild and we head north to the tomb, we now have, here we go. We have the dungeon crawling aspect of it. Actually, really quickly get rid of this 4. Don't need that anymore, so let's delete that. So this is the dungeon crawling portion of it. So it's a randomly generated tomb every time. So it's new layout, and there is a reason behind it. A part of the game is the mage that's in here, which is an evil mage, has cursed his own tower to keep people away from him, and it is basically the curse he put on it is making the tomb always shift and turn, and so it's never the same layout twice, thus the random tomb generation. But yeah, so you'll be able to just walk around. You've got different monsters that pop up, and basically the way the combat is going to work is you are using Blackjack rules. And so if you're familiar with Blackjack, you are trying to draw up to 21 without going over 21. It's a little more simplified than regular Blackjack, just, you know, made an RPG Maker. And I don't know Blackjack super well. I know it a little bit better now than I did when I first started the project. But yeah, so as far as if you are a Blackjack expert and you are expecting things like splits and stuff like that, probably not going to be in the game, maybe eventually. But yeah, so you just use Blackjack. So the monster will draw their 2 cards, you'll draw your 2 cards. The monster will only draw up to 2 cards. So that kind of sets their armor class, and then you'll just use, so I've got an 18, he's got a 4, so I can attack. Go. He's gone. And there are magical d20s that will drop throughout the tomb as you're exploring. And general idea is with those d20s, you can then use those in the spell book, which is what we were looking at right before we came in here. But yeah, so you'll just be going through, collecting dice, fighting monsters, and, you know, doing quests and all that normal, good, fun dungeon crawling stuff. And yeah, so as you're going through, you know, you can merge the dice, make more powerful dice. And yeah, that's kind of the general idea. It's kind of what we got right now. There will be more. Eventually, there are traps as you go through, and you'll just play like a little mini game to disarm the traps. If not, then spikes come up from the ground and get you. And yeah, and then there will be mini bosses as well. So this will be the door to a mini boss. So each floor will have its own mini boss. If I open up the door, and again, all of this is very much work in progress, it'll bring out the little cheetah monster. Cheeto, not cheetah. Looks absolutely horrible, but what we got right now is the placeholder. So the way that the mini bosses will work is they follow a bit more of like the actual Blackjack rules. So you'll draw your 2 cards, they'll draw their 2 cards. You will only see their top card though. You don't see their bottom card. And yeah, as you play, so I've got an 18, so I think I'm going to stand on 18. So then they will take their turns and they have to, oh, of course they drew a Blackjack. Which then breaks the game because I accidentally broke things. Yeah, we need to fix that eventually, one of these days. Let's see, Chichikaka says, is an RPG Maker very limited in what you can program? I mean, to a point. I definitely try and push it past its limitations as much as possible, as you can see. Hopefully this doesn't look like a normal RPG Maker game, but yeah, so yeah, definitely made an RPG Maker. It is definitely very limiting. I try and use that limitation though to like help bring out the more creative nature in me, to like, you know, because it's as the old saying goes, limitation breeds creativity. So I try and use those negatives to my advantage, try and you know, leverage what I can. Anyway, I feel like it is very anticlimactic because he does not actually attack anymore because I broke it accidentally. Yeah, that is my bad. So I can get damaged and then we can keep going. He just, I broke it trying to implement something else, and I need to actually go in and fix that so that the mini bosses can actually attack. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I think that's about it. What we've got so far, anyway. But yeah, if you have any other questions or anything like that, feel free to ask them. Nick says, "How's the Steam page?" My Steam page? I don't have a Steam page. But if you're meaning something else, then I'm going to say good. It tries to make the game look like it's not made in RPG Maker. Oh, see, look at that. You got me covered. It's limited, yes, but this man laughs at the limits. He made a lemonade stand manager game in a week. Yeah, well, it was supposed to be a week. Turned into a month. But yeah, I definitely try and look at the limitations of the engine, and I just try to... Again, oh my gosh, 2 Blackjacks in a row. All right. Screw you, you freaking mini boss. I'm out of here. Anyway, yeah, so that is the game we got going on right now. And yeah. Truth or dare, you had to make a Steam page. Oh, that's true. Forgot about that one. It will be coming along. It will be coming along. There's just so much going on right now. It is crazy. But anyway, yes, we will be making a Steam page hopefully very soon. Because yeah, I would absolutely love to get this up there and see if people want to wishlist it. We'll see how many people are actually interested. Been fixing bugs in my Blackjack sim lately related to splits and double down rules. Had one that messed up and let someone win 4 times their bet. That is a fun bug to have. And another that had the dealer drawing endless cards. Oh, it's the joys. It's the joys. It's those kind of things that like, it's the stuff that you don't really think about is going to happen. And then you start doing it and you're like, oh, that's fun. So, good stuff. Nick was hinting and reminding Moonman to make a Steam page. The attack was ineffective. It's true. I completely forgot about that one. But yeah, I absolutely do need to make that page. You use Trello to manage tasks? Yes, I do use Trello. So let me pull that up really quick. Yep, yeah. So I don't know. It's just a free platform. I'm not gonna say that it's any worse or better than any other platform. But yeah, like I mean, I've used Google Tasks, I've used Monday, I've used Trello. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Trello just works really well for what I need. You know, it gives me the ability to set up a what's called a Kanban board. So you can you know, you got your new tasks, so it's things that like aren't assigned. You got things that are in progress, things that I've finished weekly. This list is growing every single week because this board I was supposed to be using as my benchmark for when I make a devlog. I would just take everything from this finished weekly, and it has just kind of gotten rolled. So I need to make another devlog so I can clear this out. And then of course just everything else that I have done on the game is a lot. There's been a lot that I've done. It's a big project, much larger than I was anticipating. Anyway, yeah, so I would highly recommend if you're doing any kind of development work at all, track your project. I don't care if it's in a notepad. I don't care if it's in a Google Doc. If it's sticky notes on your desk. Do something where you can track what you're working on. Because not only is it great to be able to, you know, look back and be like, holy crap, like I actually have done a ton of work. But it also helps you keep your scope a little bit better. It's going to help you track why you're doing what you're doing, and just, yeah, there are so many benefits. So yeah, I would highly recommend doing some kind of project tracking in some way, shape. Nick says, no, YouTube surpassed us in viewers. Ah, well, there we go. Actually, okay, I was going to say, like, I wasn't sure if YouTube had gone up or if Twitch had just gone down. But I think Twitch has just gone down. But yeah, so Chichikaka, if you have any more questions, let me know. But yeah, if you're liking what you're seeing, make sure to follow. But if not, that's totally fine, totally understandable. Zach says, I am here, and I am here too. Oh, I guess technically you said I have entered Twitch, and I'm here too. Zach, I appreciate you being 2 places at once so that we can keep our numbers up. Whoa, 2 Zachs. Who would have thought? Not tracking is my current biggest regret in my dev. I should take time to organize. Yeah, and I mean, I will say this, it is kind of, it's not frustrating, but it is one of those things, like, because my biggest problem right now with this project is I do not have a design guide. I don't have a guide for my game, right? Like, I don't have the absolute, like, this is what we must have, this is what I'm gonna do, this is like all, like, I don't have my roadmap, I guess is what I'm gonna say. I don't have my roadmap for this project. The tasks list right here, the new tasks, is kind of my roadmap. The problem is that I can constantly add and remove.
It's bedtime for me, but I'll give you one more number to pick.
All right, let's see. We're gonna go with number 41. 41 is what we're going with. Lucky number 41. Lucky number 41. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah. Oh well, it happens. Well, Axel, I appreciate being here. Thank you so much, and we will see you on Thursday stream. I hope we will. Good luck with Elden Ring, by the way. Hopefully it keeps going well for you. Anyway, yeah, my biggest regret is not having a better roadmap. But to be fair, it's not like I could really have roadmapped. Let's close that out. It's not like I could really have roadmapped. If I pull this up, the grab. What did I call it? Did I even call it Tomb of Vercilias back in the day? I don't think I even did. I did call it Tomb of Vercilias back in the day. It's not like I could have actually roadmapped what this, I couldn't have roadmapped that this would have turned into this. Like, it's just not something that I was even, it wasn't even in the realm of possibilities that this would eventually turn into this, So, really, technically, like, the roadmap for me not really could have worked out for what it turned into.
Here's another fun fact before I dip. Twitch used to be called Justin.tv.
That is true. I did know that one. For anyone who didn't, there's a fun fact for you. But yeah. So road mapping, though, I would 100% recommend if you're working on any project, whether big or small. Is a great way to keep yourself focused and keep everything that you need to do in your line of sight. I did not know that. Well, there you go, Zach. You know that now. It's a known fact now. Okay, so what are we doing now? Was there still a bug with the spell book we were working with, or was that finally done? I think that was finally done, right? Because you can merge, you can swap out, still swap out. Yeah. So I think at this point now, it is just getting these other two slots working. Or wait, was there more? Fire slot 1-3. Got all of that. Greater than. Oh, that's right. Wait, 1-3, 1-2, 1-1. Okay. So right here, pickup is greater than. We have all of that working. Then dice. Okay, all right.
I'm not procrastinating sleep, but Amazon.com used to be a college bookshop, and Netflix used to mail you a DVD with a small catalog of movies.
That is true. Kind of crazy how like these huge platforms have shifted over the years. Yeah, it's nuts. I still like every now and then when I remember what Netflix used to be, is just crazy to me. Like I remember because I mean, like, we never ordered anything from Netflix, right? It just, we didn't do that. But I remember going over to like my cousin's house every now and then, and they would have like ordered the Netflix DVDs, and they would have, the little envelope thing that it came in the mail, and they're like, oh, we're gonna watch this tonight. I'm like, that's cool. Yeah, good times. All right. So I think at this point it's just the images now that we need to change. Yeah, I think that's all we need. Axel, I think that you're procrastinating sleep. That's what it seems like to me. Okay. Let's see here. I think we can just copy this. The only thing we have to change, wait, no, 514, 132, 514, 132.
Not.
I don't know. It sure seems like it. If we were to ask Blake, would Blake say that you are procrastinating sleep? You gotta be honest. Nick says, let's see, what is that? Dr. Stone?
Blake doesn't know him still awake.
Alright, fair. Let's see, what is this? stone.fandom.com/wiki/roadmap diagrams. What is this? Ah. That is a lot of really cool and crazy roadmaps.
Okay, seriously, Toe. Good night, all.
Good night, Axel. Have an absolutely fantastic sleep. We'll see you on the Thursday stream. I do like those, Nick. Those are some really cool looking. That is like my third stroke tonight. I apologize. Those are some really cool looking roadmaps. I don't think I would do anything that cool and creative. Something like that. Something like that. Zach says, don't worry, Axel. I do it too ever since I have entered pre-summer break. It happens. It happens. Jesse says, the Netflix pretty much led to streaming, and the two together killed video rentals. I miss the free popcorn and free kids movies of my youth. Yeah. I still remember, yeah. Like, we didn't usually go to Blockbuster Video, but at our grocery store, they had like a VHS and DVD rental place. I mean, it was VHS at first, and then they eventually got DVDs. But yeah, I remember we'd go to the grocery store, we'd pick up the things we need, and then there's this little corner off in the corner of the grocery store. And yeah, it was always fun to go behind that counter and just pick out a movie for the weekend. And then, of course, the stress after the weekend of my parents being like, wait, you didn't return the movie? I thought you were going to return the movie. We got to get back over there quick. Hurry. Rush to Kent's. Must get to Kent's Marketplace and return the movie. Good times. Good times. We had a Great American Video. They had like free super salty popcorn and a lot of Alvin and the Chipmunks. Good one to have. Good one to have. Did they have like the what was it called? Not the Adventures of Alvin and the Chipmunks, but the one where they like go on that like hot air balloon chase thing? That was a good movie. Okay, so I think we're showing image layer 50, we're showing the dice. Okay. We're showing it at 514, 132, 514, 132, 105, 105, 105, 105, 255. Okay, I think we can just delete this. And this is showing 99 dice based off of 20 plus dash plus 18. All that should be the exact correct same. Okay, yeah, that should be good. There's mostly some series and holiday specials. Yeah, fair. That is fair. Alright, so if we go to the Mages Guild, spell book, drop a dice in here. Fantastic. We drop a larger dice in here. Fantastic. What was the thing we were just working on? It was the fire slot. Oh yeah, picked up is greater than. Okay, yeah. So us swapping the 2 with the 3 was literally what we just fixed / replaced, and it all worked perfectly. So yeah, I think finally that one is done. Now, here's the real question. If we swap pages, okay, that swaps. If we try to put this here, good. We try to put this here, not good. Not good. Not good. Jonah says, what you working on at the moment? Oh, well, we woke up just now. We're still working on the spell book. We finally almost, I think, have it so you can swap the pages. I don't know why this one didn't work quite right. This is the Mages Guild spell book. If you do this one, that works just fine. You can go this way, switches back to the 2, goes back to the 1. If we try to put that there, shouldn't do anything. We try to put this one here, shouldn't do anything. We try to put this here, it should swap out. Then it becomes a 1 again. Jonas says, no, I'm still awake. I was here earlier. That is true. That's true. Jonas was here earlier. So why is that swapping back to a 1? So what if we put a 1 here? Does it become a 2? No, so I think it is a 2. It's just not doing that. Okay. Oh, I thought you went to sleep since you weren't for some time. That's fair. No, it happens. Some people have lives. Some people gotta walk away for a little bit. It's totally understandable. I knew it. Jonas was the one eating the dice. Or are you saying I was eating dice? Either way, that could be. Spell slot 1-1. It's true. I could have been eating dice. Are you meaning I was eating dice? I was working on finishing some projects with Moon Man in the back. That is a great way to work on projects. The reason being is you can be working on your project, making all sorts of fantastic progress, while you listen to me struggle and freak out at the fact that it's taking me so long to do such a simple thing. Yeah. Just fills you with confidence, I'm sure. Talking about you, Moonwood Games. That's true, I was eating dice. I was doing that earlier. I was eating all of them. And even now, I am currently eating the dice now. See if I come in here and if I do a little bit of this, and if I just go a little bit of a Mage's Guild and a spell book, and we come over here and we just do a little bit of this, and it's like... You'd think that would be a 2, but it's still a 1. Okay, what dice did you eat? All of them. Every single one. Any and all. I do not discriminate against dice. No, it's just having weird issues where it should be merging the dice and increasing the value. But now it's not. Jesse says, my brother-in-law's parents had a video rental place in their gas station. I got like all the horror videos when they closed it down. Very nice. It's how I watched Cube and Cube 2 Hypercube. I don't think I've ever seen Cube. Is it good? I hope so. Fire Dice, now Geo. Was it the dice shaped turds from that short? Maybe. Maybe. I just finished another small project set up for my Fiverr and stuff. Ooh, nice. Are you doing like art for Fiverr? That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so all of this should just be working. Should be. Cube's pretty good. Cube 2, Hypercube, not as good. Both are pretty much B-level movies. Okay. I feel like sequels usually are not as good as the original. Just the way that it is. Okay, so with the naming spells, which one is making it flash green? Okay, we do not need that to do that. Not at all. We also need to turn on naming spells when you switch the pages. Let's come over here. Here, this is the dice move. Naming spells. It's got to be here. The Mage's Guild. Oh yeah. Spell book. Previous page. Next page. Okay. Wait, it's already doing it. Turn on naming spells. So common event, question mark, rename spells. Okay. Yeah, that should already be doing that, so that's exciting. Then the rename spells. There's a safe room spellbook and rename spells is on. Spell 1-1 type is equal to do that. This is if spell 2-1 is equal to 2. Yeah, that should be right. That should be right. No Minecraft plugins / server commissions, and I design web APIs. Oh, okay. All right. It's a little more complicated than I was expecting. That is pretty cool. I do like that. Good stuff to do. I like it. Okay. So why? That is the question that I have. for everyone this evening. Why? Because it works just fine on page 1. If we visit the Mage's Guild, go to the spellbook. So if we pick this dice up, dice picked up is 1, dice type is, whoops, Mage's Guild, spellbook. We pick this up, it should be 1 and 2, or 2 and 1, which it is, absolutely fantastic. We pick this up, it should be 2 and 2, 2 and 2, okay. This one should be 4 and 2, 2 and 4, which it is. We pick this up and drop it there. Okay, 0, 0, that's fine. It's up, it's 1 and 1. Okay. Come over here. Pick this up. This is equal to 2 and 2. Drop this, 2 and 2. Why? It should all, it's 2 and 2, so it should show image 2 and 2. Go picture, 50, dice. $350 plus wait a minute. This is basing it off of the page number you're on, which works for the first dice because that one always has to be that one. Like the number you're on, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Nick says, gotta go to school. Bye-bye. Good luck, Nick. Hopefully it all goes well for you. And hopefully we'll see you on the Thursday stream. Hopefully. But yeah, good luck. And we'll see you later. So, yeah, this is basing it off of the page number itself, which works for this first spot. Until it doesn't. Because you can then pick up a type 1 dice on page 4 and drop it. Ugh. I think all of this work, all of it, will not actually work. It works just fine for this first spell slot, because that will always be Pyro. This will always be Geo. This will always be Hydro. But on these other pages, like if we're over on here on page 2, and I try and place a type 4 dice here, it is going to be basing it off of the page number you're on. Okay. All right, okay. Right. I think I'm gonna have to revisit the drawing board on this one. But I will do that off stream so that I don't have to bore you all with me basically redoing this entire thing again differently. How did I not think about that? The fact that if we're going off of the page numbers, which you can change, and then applying that to dice slots that you can also have be different. I don't know. Technically, this first one should be fine, though. This one shouldn't have to be redone. We shouldn't have to redo this one. Because this one is spell slot 1. We don't even have to do 1-1, we can just do spell slot 1. The spell slot 1 will always be the same, conditioned to the first page, the page that you're on. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. I still, though, am a little bit confused as to why it's not showing the image correctly. And that's just the picked up. No, it's not even the picked up greater than. This is when you're even just merging it. Show picture. Dice plus. Wait a minute. 341. What would 341 be? 341. Spell 1-1 value. Oh, wait. Wait. Show picture. 50. Dice. Oh, wait. Game variables dot value 350 plus 524 times 3 plus dash plus 338. Okay, never mind. That 524 though. 524 is the page number. Yeah. Okay. Plus 524 times 3. Safe room. Naming spells, animations, dice move, spell book. Fire 1-. Show picture. 353 plus 341. Oh, that should all be right. And pick up is greater than. Show picture 353, 341. All right, never mind. I thought I was onto something. I was not onto anything. Man, this is just kicking my butt. This friggin' spell book is crazy. Add jump scare. They like to do that, don't they? Sneak up on you. Add dice to spell book. Slot 1. Show picture. 50. So this is like this is. Blah, blah, blah. Well, like, why? So if we flash the screen here. Mage Guild, spellbook. Here. First of all, 5 whatever. Page 2. Okay, that is correct. Page 2. We pick this up. That should be 1, 2. Yeah, 1 and 2. Okay. Come over here to 341. 341 is currently equal to 1. Then the type 2-1. Oh, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. Yeah, that should be right. We're going 341. 341 is this guy right here. We're saying 338. 338 plus 524, which should be 2 times 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2-1 is equal to 1. Then we're saying 353 is going to be 350 plus 2 times 3, which is 6. So we'd say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 2-1. Oh, man. Man. Yeah, like literally everything that I'm seeing should be correct. But as soon as I come over here and do this, like, what? So if we do this, and it flashes. Type 2-1 is 2. That's correct because it's a geo. And the value of 2-1 is equal to 3. Still equal to 3. Why? Why? Like, I don't understand. Like, it is literally trying to show dice plus game variables dot value 350 is 524 times 3. And then 338 plus 524 times 3. I think that's the thing that is just killing my brain the most, is that it is working on page 1. Page 1 works just fine. And then we go to page 2, and it just craps itself. Okay, but like this shouldn't even be a thing. Like we shouldn't even be going in here. I just want to make sure. Not going into that space, right? Mage's spellbook, page 2, you. Yeah, this is not even going in there. Okay. But it's just this guy right here. Yeah. I'm gonna just have to look into this so that I'm not just absolutely boring the crap out of everybody again. Still. So, cool. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to fix the mini-boss, because the mini-boss is broken. I don't know, and I don't remember what I did. Because you can drop dice into the correct spots of the spellbook. Okay, I mean, I'm technically working on that. Create the Mages Guild. Fix mini-boss not attacking. Yeah. Let's look into that. Let's see what's going on here. So if we go over here to the tomb, we've got the mini-boss card draws. Okay. So it draws its cards. Draw this. Blackjack. Okay. 3. So if monster total card value is greater than card total value, mini-boss wins. Draw card 3. card 4, draw card 5. 3, 4, 5. Soft hand. Monster Blackjack. We bust. Turns on Monster Blackjack. I don't think we want that, right? So 64. Let's see what happens. Let's go find the mini boss. Jonas says, are you having a custom script for every mini boss, or is it an if statement for each boss? So right now we're probably going to have it be basically the exact same script with like a couple variances here and there, because we are thinking about making the mini bosses have kind of like their own, like not necessarily like fighting styles, but like a couple different things to them, right? So just to like keep the mini bosses unique. So like, you know, maybe like a specific mini boss has some kind of like drawing advantage or something like that. Yeah, some type of gimmick. Yes, exactly. And so yeah, so it will be kind of like the same event, the same script that's running, but then there will be like those variations for the mini bosses. But yeah. So that's the hope. That way, because like the gimmick of the mini boss is that you're playing more accurate blackjack. But then I don't want every mini boss to also feel the same as well. So yeah, so each one of them will have like kind of their own gimmicks to like set them apart from all the other mini bosses. But it should be running on basically the same script, just a matter of changing it so that I'm trying to think of the right way to describe this. Changing it so that it doesn't feel like the exact same thing, just with a different graphic each time. It's kind of what I'm hoping to be able to avoid. So let's go find room number 5. This one will guide me to the mini boss, which is over there. Perfect. Go. So if we open the door, go, and then if I stand here, he's got 20. Okay. So just making sure, switch 64, Monster Blackjack is on. Why? Why is it turning on Monster Blackjack? It shouldn't be doing that for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, if there's a page here, if Monster Blackjack is on, that it goes to this empty page. So that's why it's not actually doing anything. But where all is it turning on Monster Blackjack? Got all this stuff, and here on this page, card 1 adjusts everything here. Do. Monster Blackjack. If Monster Blackjack is on. Oh no, so it turns on Monster Blackjack. Okay. That's fine. Except for the fact that, so if it turns on Monster Blackjack, this also turns on Monster Blackjack. Monster cards drawn. Monster cards drawn. Monster cards drawn. Okay. Boss secret power always has blackjack. That'd be pretty intense superpower. Secret power. I don't think I'd want to fight a mini boss like that. That's I mean, we could do it. We could do it. It just might feel a little bit not good. Mini boss bust. Again. Turn on Monster Blackjack. Okay. So then over here, dice move. Yeah. Now if Monster Blackjack is on, jump to Monster Blackjack. Monster Blackjack. Okay. flash the screen here, maybe, I guess. So it should be turning on 9-6B. I don't think it's actually doing that correctly. $16. Wow, this thing is a winding maze. Guide to the boss. Okay. There we go. Open you up. Okay, 14. So if we stand 19. So it is flashing. It is okay. So why are you not doing anything? Over here. Oh, wait. The freak is that? Did I seriously just accidentally add a dash? If that is seriously all it is that I accidentally, like, fat fingered a dash? I'm gonna have to do some testing once we get this figured out. But I'm kind of like, what? Oh, okay. Gotta go this way. Okay. 20. So if we stand, I'm probably gonna win this one. Okay. 10. Okay, I got a blackjack. Oh my gosh. Or I could just kill this freaking monster. Okay, there we go. 10. I should definitely lose on a 10. 8. 13. 8. 9. Okay, we're gonna need to test this out because I feel like that is a fat finger that just wouldn't make any sense. But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, I could see it happening. Just fat finger and do a dash. But still. So close to it up there. Alright, we're gonna play an actual game of blackjack against him. 12. 18. I'm gonna stand on 18. Okay. Okay, you got blackjack. But now it's not doing anything. Okay. So, that's the case. Then over here. So this is where we got to right here. So on blackjack, it turns on monster blackjack. And then we should be turning on the self swing. 9-6B to true. But it's not, and I'm wondering why we aren't. I don't know. That's okay. Let's just do 1 and 1 and 13 and 13. But he will always draw a blackjack. Oh, that's right. All right, so dude will always draw a blackjack. 27. But he should just start auto-attacking me. It's understandable. Okay. That's what we want to see. But now, what if we both draw a blackjack? Let's see. Zoom. Room 1. Okay. Simple enough. I hate knowing that I walked right past it. Like, not that I would even have any idea that it was there, but I'm still just like, if I just gone one to the left. Okay, and then it does the tie. Let's do evens. He wins. Okay. Tie. 11 to 20. Okay, well, that was unfortunate on my end. I don't know. There's that small part of me that's like, okay, maybe I did fat finger the dash at the end of that name, and so it just broke everything. Or did I add the dash there to fix something else? And so now have I broken something else with the mini boss? I don't know. I don't know. And it scares me because I'm just like, oh, maybe. Could be something. Okay. We're gonna say player HP. Let's just set this to be higher. Be like 20. 20 and 23, whatever. Now 52. Let's head up to room 52. My gosh. Oh, this is a freaking winding one, isn't it? I hate these ones. So many corridors. I mean, it is kind of cool. I do kind of like that. That is a kind of cool looking map so far, but still. Oh no. Please tell me I can get to it. Okay, good. I can. Yeah, I mean, like, these maps, like, they're fine. They're not, like, the most interesting generated ones in the world. But I do kind of like the idea that, you know, it's because, like, you got, like, the chunk of rooms here. You got, like, some hallways up and over here. And so it is kind of cool. It is a kind of cool generated layout. I will say that. I do kind of like this one. All right, open the door. Let's get the enemy in here. Let's see what happens. 21 and 21. All right, let's do evens. I should win. I do. Fantastic. Okay. 1 through 10. Ugh. I get hit. So it all seems to be working. Why did I have that dash at the end of the name? I don't know. And I hope that I didn't break something else because of it. I would both try Blackjack. Well, yeah, your guess is as good as mine as to why that dash was there. Was it a fat finger? I don't know. Maybe. Was it intentional? I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember why it was there, but it was there and it broke things but everything seems to be working now. I got rid of that dash and everything is just working exactly as it should. This whole, because the time that I broke it was when I was implementing this whole dice roll thing. And so I'm like, well, if this is working, I guess it works. Yeah, I don't know. But the blood sacrifice has been fulfilled, so if we come over here, then we should see the obelisk ready to go, and we should be able to go through the portal, and we can head to the town. There we go. Now we're in the town. Cool. All right, well, cool. Well, let's set these card draws back to where they should be. We don't want to draw blackjacks every single freaking time. Let's set those back. Let's set these back. Okay, there we go. Well, again, not sure what it was, but I am glad that it's working now. So, good times. Just says, I'd assume the dash was an accident until proven otherwise. That is true, yeah. I mean, I guess I could go back and watch all of my live streams and just scour until I eventually find out. But here's the thing is that, like, if it was intentional, then I will have said something. If it wasn't, though, then I probably wouldn't have said anything, so I won't even know when it happened. Unless I'm, like, watching intently the entire time. I don't know. But it is fixed now. It is working. So that is all that matters. As long as it's working, good to go. All right, cool. Merged. I still, every now and then, I'm just like, I wish this was 4 wide instead of the 3. Because it is kind of frustrating to have 4 types of dice, but you only have 3 like vertical lines to line them. I don't know. Maybe it's my own OCD, but I'm just like, I want to be able to line all of them up on the same lines. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Let's find the freaking exit. I'll pick up a couple more dice. Okay, really? Like no exit, no mini boss, no nothing? There we go. At least there's the obelisk. Oh, he's over there. Okay. There we go. Open the door. Let's fight this guy. Let's just make... I'm just going to do one more. One more just to make sure nothing's broken. 13. 16. We're going to stand on 16. Of course he got 7. Oh my gosh, and my health. 25. Yeah. 14. I'm just going to really quickly, because I don't want to die. I'm going to really quickly adjust player experience, player HP. We're just going to set you to like 21. And we're going to set you to like 23. Ah, that feels better. All right. Draw. 15. Okay, 17. We're standing on 17. Of course, he got an 18. 12. 20. We're standing on 20. Yes, sucker. 14. Draw one more. Ooh, there we go. Stand on 19. Sucker. All right, I do think I maybe need to change it, because I do know that with Blackjack, because I'm pretty sure on Blackjack, once the dealer has reached 17, they can't draw anymore, right? Smells like cheating in here. Kind of does, actually. I'm usually not this skilled at Blackjack, but I'm pretty sure with the dealer, they can't... It's 16, actually? Are you sure? In Blackjack, and the dealer draw past 17. The dealer has served every player. The dealer's face down card is turned up. The total is 17 or more. It must stand. The total is 16 or under. They must take a card. Aha! Once the dealer hits 16, they have to stop. I'm 1,000% sure. I don't know about that, because right here it's saying in Blackjack, the dealer must draw cards until their hand totals 17 or more. Jesse, you trying to lead me astray and confuse me? I don't know. Google says otherwise. I can be sure and wrong at the same time. All right, that's true. That is true. You are 1,000% sure, but not 1,000% correct. That is a really great way to put that, actually. All right, blood sacrifice is fulfilled. Let's head. So we should be able to. We go through the portal, head to the town, return to town. Here we go. We got all of our dice here. Fantastic stuff. Now we just need to get the freaking spellbook working. Yeah. Anyway, now I need to check my old code. Probably should. Yeah, so I think what we need to do also is I need to make it so that the dealer or the monsters cannot draw past 17 and just have them stand. Yeah, so fix mini boss not attacking. That one is good to go. Make mini boss not draw. Make mini boss stand if at 17 or above. Yeah, I mean, if it's just another thing that I can do to make it more like Blackjack, right? Like we're already taking some liberties in the way that the game is going to play. So I think that having it be as close as possible, where I can make it as close as possible, is going to be the most important thing to do. So yes, we're going to make it so that the mini boss has to stand if they're at 17 or above. So no more of this, like, you know, if I'm at 19 and they hit 17, just stand, they lose. It should no longer be, if I'm at 19 and they're at 17, they can draw again and then bust. Like, I mean, like, for the most part, you get the same result more often than not. There is occasionally, though, where the mini boss will draw 17 and then they'll draw again and they'll get an ace or a 2 and then they beat. So yeah, so I think we do need to make it so that if they hit 17, they stand, no more, just can't do anything more past that. Okay, well, cool. Well, at least we can say we got something done tonight, because holy freak, that stupid freaking spellbook. I don't know what it is with this spellbook. I don't know why it has been in such an absolute nightmare. This first page works just fine. You can throw all these things in here, it discovers the spells, and all's well, and you can discover all these different spells and put that one there and that one there and that one there and this one here, and yeah, it's great. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know, though. I don't know. It's no. So green, blue. No, we already have that one. Purple. What else don't we have? Red, green. Oh, red, blue. And last but not least, red. There we go. We've discovered all the spells. Woo! Actually, not that hard to discover all the spells. I've just realized. I don't know. If I were you, I would make that a variable so different bosses had different rules. Ooh, that would be a really good way to go. I do like that. All right, let's add that. Make a mini boss stand at variable 17 or above. Make it so the 17 is linked to a variable. So other mini, not Monty, mini bosses and potentially draw here. 17. I like it, Jesse. I like it. Good thinking. Oh, cool. Well. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, this spellbook has been an absolute nightmare. I will be working on it sometime off stream, probably, to see if I can, even if I can just make sure that I get like the bare bones working and like actually figured out. Because yeah, again, like this first page works just fine. And then as soon as you flip the page and you're on the this spell page, it just, I don't know why. Try and merge this into here, stays a 1, even though this is technically a 2. Because if I try and put a 2 here, it accepts the 2, which would then mean it's a 3. So if I try and merge a 2 into it, it doesn't do anything. Or for some reason it shows a 1. I don't know. I don't know why. It does. We'll get there. We will definitely get there. Yeah, we'll get there. Anyway, well, I think we're gonna call it there. Yeah, I think so. Must be all the paste. Definitely is all the paste. Yes, for sure. Been known to have a good thonk or two. Sometimes they stick. No, you got some good ideas. You got some good ideas, Jesse. But, yeah, cool. Well, yes. Again, I think this could be the end of the stream. Yeah, it's been quite the night. I don't know. I do feel like we got some decent stuff done. It wasn't everything that I was wanting to. I was really hoping that we'd be able to like finish the spell book tonight. Oh well. That's gonna be Thursday. I promise. I promise to you all, Thursday will be the day that we actually finish the spellbook. Spellbook will be done, completed, in the past, after Thursday night is done. This time, Thursday night, it will be done. Don't take that to the bank. I'm gonna give you an IOU. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right, well, everyone, hope you have an absolutely fantastic evening, or a good rest of your day, or morning, wherever you may be in this world. Good luck. Yeah, take care. We'll see you all on the next stream on Thursday. Same time, same place. And yeah, Till then, take care. See you then. Goodbye.